and talk about the history of You Know You Lit.
Yeah, we're not flipping this time. We actually about to rap. Hey, Dobra brothers, let's get it. Easy money. It's about to get lit. Alright, Lucas, you started off. I'll follow. Alright, you ready? I'm about to go in.
I like that they're trying to like amp themselves up at the beginning of the song. I guess they do this in the beginning of a lot of rap songs where there's like a long period of instrumental before the beat drops. So they sort of had to fill that space by just like ad-libbing and saying stuff to get you in the vibe of the song. But I just like in this one how it seems like they're like planning the song. Okay, so we're gonna rap, right? Yeah, I think so. Why, did you want to sing? No, you're right. We should definitely rap. Let's all rap, okay? We're gonna rap. Good, so we all agree this is going to be a rap song. When we're done, can we go to Chili's? Okay, Lucas, you go first. I'm Lucas and I'm gonna go first. And I'm gonna sing. No!
Alright, Lucas, you started off. I'll follow. Alright, you ready? I'm about to go in. Yeah.
I swear to God, dude, I'm gonna go in right now. I swear. The second I go in, I'm gonna go in so hard. Dude, the song's over. We finished like an hour ago. We just did it without you because you wouldn't stop saying I'm gonna go in.
Started from the grocery store, now I own the grocery store. Head spinning through the aisles, flipping through my marble floor.
So we start off with a line referencing the Dobre brothers passed on Vine. They used to do Vines where they would backflip in front of people at the grocery store and get in their way. But now he's so rich that he's saying he owns a grocery store. And he says he can just head spin through the aisles all day, just spinning around on his head like a fucking Beyblade, just bouncing off the aisles. That's the life, isn't it? Buy a grocery store and just spin around on your head. The American dream.
Teachers say we couldn't make it, but we still do what we love. Now we heading for the hills, we be watching from above.
Oh shit. Is it just me or does it look like he pulled something when he did that move? Like that was the first time he ever tried that, and the second he got up there, he was like, oh fuck. Like look at his face. That is the face of someone who just realized that he can't do that dance move. That's that not getting out of bed for 3 weeks face. He genuinely looks scared, like he doesn't know what's gonna happen next. He's like, am I just gonna be stuck like this forever?
Hit it like you don't care, hit it if you ain't scared. Hit it like you don't care, hit it if you know you lit.
All right, I love this chorus. Hit it if you don't care. Hit it if you ain't scared. Hit it if you don't care. Hit it if you know you lit. A very interesting chorus, I gotta say. I honestly don't know what it means. Like, are they talking about hitting a dance move? Like hitting the woe? Hitting them folks? Are they talking about hitting it like some kind of sex thing? Either way, why would you be scared? Dude, I think that girl likes you. Huh? Really? Yeah, dude, I think so. Dude, go over there and hit it. Hit it like you're not even scared to. Dude, you got it. Dude, what? What? Huh? You're scared. You're scared to hit it. I'm not.
Bottom red bottoms and I'm smacking that A. Calls for a pause, but we ain't here to play. Bachelor degree, master degree, made it through. Where were you?
Oh, okay. An educational flex. Bachelor degree, master's degree, made it through. Where were you? Where were you? Why didn't you help me study for finals, dude? I almost failed. Where were you when I was getting my master's degree? You know, before I was even trying to do social media? If you didn't support me back then you get no love now. It's also a little bit funny to flex a degree that you're clearly not using at all now. I don't even know what his degree is, but quite frankly, I don't think I have to know that he's not using it in the videos that he's making now. Like fake tongue prank on brothers. I'd be pretty hard pressed to think of a degree that is necessary to make that video.
Hop in my chariot, they call me Apollo. 1, 2, 3, and then I'm 4.
What? 1, 2, 3, and then I'm 4. What does that mean? All right, everyone. On the count of 3, I will be 4. 1, 2,
3, and then I'm 4.
Hop in, that's drop top. Yeah, that grind, it's non-stop. That's your girl right there. She got my name on her crop top.
Yeah, that's a weird line because I can't picture anyone like over the age of 11 wearing a Dobre Brothers shirt. What does he mean by that? Is that your girl? That's my daughter. Yeah. Nah. She's wearing a Dobre Brothers crop top. She's my daughter now.
GTR, I'm swerving.
What?
Got your head turning.
Yeah.
220 on the dash. Launch control, whiplash.
Oh, Jesus. I think he's trying to say he crashed his car. I'm sorry, dude, that sucks. He said, GTR, I'm swerving. Lost control, whiplash. Yikes. That's not a flex. That's sad. Now, I think we both really enjoyed that song. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I think you'd be surprised at just how successful this song became. This song has 120 million views on YouTube. Isn't that crazy? How does that happen? The next one's got 70 million. They're really out here. I mean, say what you want about the songs not being good and being the same song over and over, but they pull the views. This next one they uploaded in 2018. It's called You Know You Lit Remix featuring 6ix9ine. That's right, the rapper 6ix9ine is supposedly in this. Spoiler alert, it's not really 6ix9ine. It's just some guy that looks like him. Which is kind of crazy that they got 70 million views on a song featuring 6ix9ine and it doesn't even have 6ix9ine in it. That's a wild strategy. Just saying someone's in your song that's not.
Buy the red bombs and I'm smacking that A. Call shot calls cause we kill every day. Bachelor degree, master degree.
He really wants you to know that he's got a master's degree. Did he say where were you again too?
Made it through, where were you?
He really wants you to know that he has a master's degree, and he also really wants to know where you were when he was doing that. Why weren't you there? We don't need to cover too much in this song. It's almost identical to the first one. Most of their verses are almost exactly the same. It's the same beat. The only real thing that's different is that 6ix9ine is in this, even though it's not even 6ix9ine.
6ix9ine with the crew, yeah. Don't think I'm a fool, yeah.
And the imposter 6ix9ine's verse is loud, and that is all. All right, so there's all your background. Those are the You Know You Lits up until now. Now we have been blessed with the song You Know You Lit, featuring none other than Lil Pump. And this song is admittedly a lot better. The first two were it just seemed like they had no flow, no presence at all. That one dude really wanted you to know that he had a master's degree. And in this one, to be quite frank, it doesn't really seem like he cares if you know that or not, which is an improvement for sure. But you can definitely tell that they worked on their flow a little bit, thought about their lyrics a little bit more. They also actually got Lil Pump in this one. It's not just some guy dressed like him, which was definitely a surprise to me. I really thought it was just gonna be an imposter again. But with all that being said, I'm still gonna clown on him because it's what I do. I am a clown. Let's check it out.
We back again, hitting it again. Get up on your feet and bring a friend.
Aw, did he just friend zone his girlfriend? That's his girlfriend. He said bring a friend and it panned up to his girlfriend who's just staring blankly at the camera. Do you think she saw this later and was like, what the fuck? What's that supposed to mean? Have we just been friends this whole time and I didn't know? And he comes up and he's like, hey, what'd you think about the music video, pal?
If you know you lit, yeah. Man, I know I'm lit. Hit it if you know you lit.
That girl, I think it's Lucas's girl. It's Lucas or Marcus's girlfriend. Seems like she does not want to be there at all whatsoever. I feel really bad actually because at first he friend zoned her and now she's just kind of like standing around for the rest of the music video. Kind of like, well, what am I doing here then? Wait, hold on. Is there like a weird subplot going on in this? I think I'm catching on to something here. 1 second. So Lucas calls his girlfriend his friend and then like in the rest of the video she looks kind of sad and then in this shot it looks like they're arguing.
Hit it if you know you lit, yeah. Yeah, I know I'm lit. Hit it if you know you lit.
Everyone else is like dancing all happy and like rapping at the camera and these two are just like, why did you call me your friend? I'm not your friend. I'm sorry, okay? I didn't realize we were dating. Is that so hard to believe? Yeah, actually, it's been 3 years. You know what? I think I figured out what this song is actually about. The whole hit it if you know you lit. I was unsure before, but I think I've got it now. This song is directed at Cody Ko because they challenged him to a boxing match, right? They want him to hit them if he knows he's lit. This song goes out to Cody Ko. If you really know you're that lit, then hit us. Punch us in the face if you know you lit. Come on, buddy, put him up. Let's go. Punch us if you know you lit. I just love that the whole premise of this song revolves around like saying this phrase over and over, hit it if you know you lit, that I don't even know if they know what it means. Like, I think they're just saying it. It is kind of interesting. They've released this song multiple times, and the first time they released it, the chorus had a lot of words, like lots of different lines, or at least a few. And in this song, it's just, hit it if you know you lit. Yeah, you know you lit. It's just kind of devolved each time. Eventually, they're just gonna get rid of all the other words, and the song is just gonna be like, hit, 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 hit.
I'ma hit it like I don't care. Balenciaga got like 10 pairs. Hit it, quit it, no I ain't scared.
I'm starting to think he is scared. They keep talking about not being scared. What is there to be afraid of? I don't understand. They're either having sex or dancing. Why does he keep talking about it if he's not scared? No one thinks you're scared. I'ma hit it like I don't care. I'ma hit it like I ain't scared. I'ma hit it, I'm a brave guy. I'ma hit it and I won't cry. And now for the moment we've all been waiting for, Lil Pump's verse.
Hit it cause you know I'm lit. Got 2 bust downs on my wrist. Ooh, no I can't wife no chick. No. Lil Pump there spit money on the beat.
I gotta admit, the first time I watched this, I did not think that Lil Pump was really in this. The first couple shots, he looks edited in. They like stabilized it weird or something. Like they put some weird filter on it that makes him look like he's not a part of the video. I don't know why they did that. It's like they're trying to make you think he's not really in it. But I'm pretty sure he is. I'm pretty sure that that's Lil Pump, and I'm pretty sure that he was there. And one of the ways that I can tell is that when they filmed the rest of the music video, it was daytime, and then when Lil Pump shows up, it's nighttime. Like that was the only time Lil Pump was available, or even funnier, if he showed up like 5 hours late to the shoot because, you know, that's what you do when you're a famous musician. You show up late to things. Because I just really love the thought of like the Dobre brothers all turning up to their song and filming it for like 2 hours being like, yeah, we know we lit. And then like they all finish their verses and then just kind of have to sit around being like, he should be here by now, right? He's not coming, dude. He's not fucking coming. I knew it. He knows he's lit. He knows he's too lit. He's not gonna come. That's a big power move on Lil Pump's part. Showing up 5 hours after everyone else is done filming. I'm pretty sure he also brought his own girls because there's way more girls here now than there were before. All right, so there's a big elephant in the room here that I think pretty much everyone who's talked about this song has talked about, and that's that like Lil Pump does not look like he wants to be there at all. And I don't think he does. Like he straight up looks like he's being held hostage. If you told me that they filmed this whole music video and recorded this song without thinking Lil Pump was gonna be in it, but then later that night they happened to see him leaving a club and they kidnapped him and brought him back to their crib and made him film this really quickly before the cops got wise, I would probably believe you. But on the other hand, it also kind of looks like the Dobre brothers don't give a fuck that he's there either. They're just kind of like, yeah, okay, we did it. We got Lil Pump in the song.
Balenciaga, Louis, ooh, you know my life is a movie.
Hey, last night was a movie, dude. I kicked it with the Dobre brothers. You should have seen the shit we got into, dude. We did that last to stop using mouth wins challenge. We did that pranking my girlfriend 100 times in 24 hours challenge, which is a brutal title, by the way, dude. This is a 15-minute video where this girl supposedly gets pranked 100 times. That's insane. That's like 7 pranks a minute. Shit, maybe his life is a movie. All right, guys, well, there you have it. There's the history of You Know You Lit. I hope you learned something. I hope you had a good time. If you're new here and you're not subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe and turn on my notifications to join Greg. Greg is what I call my subscribers. So consider subscribing to be Greg. Thank you, Queen Kazzy, for turning on my notifications. You are truly Greg. I'll see you guys next time with a really interesting video where a pumpkin talks for 15 minutes with me on its shirt. Bye.
This video is over now. Over now. Go find something else to watch, or just watch this video. I know we had a lot of fun, a lot of fun, but you can't stay on this end screen forever. No. This video is over now, over now. So why are you still watching this?
Hey Greg, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having a great day. This, of course, is another episode of weird shit that I found on Instagram. Every time I make a video about Instagram ads or Instagram memes or Instagram comedians, my Instagram DMs are immediately flooded with people who find similar things and they send them to me, hoping that I will make a video about those things also. It's kind of helpful, actually. As someone who, you know, makes a lot of videos about these things, it's kind of nice to just have people send them to me. So if you find weird shit on Instagram, feel free to send it to me. My Instagram is Danny Gonzalez. But especially after the video that I made about Instagram ads, I got so many people sending me all of the weirdest Instagram ads that I couldn't not make another video about them. Now, I know what you're thinking. That sounds like a lot of fun, and it does, and it will be. But before we have too much fun, I think it's important to remember that this chair sucks. I've been using this chair for a long time. It's a fine chair, it's sturdy enough. I guess what I'm trying to say is there's nothing fun or cool about this seat. It's a pretty plain seat. It just doesn't really do much for my butt, or the rest of my body, come to think of it. But luckily, today's sponsor is SeatGeek. SeatGeek is an app that makes getting tickets to cooler, more fun seats way easier. You can get seats to football games, basketball games, Taylor Swift games, Kanye West games, whatever kind of games you're into. With SeatGeek, you can do everything on your phone within the app, including actually scanning to get into the event. They've got the best deals, and they have a scoring system that lets you know when you're getting a good deal and when you're not. And if you use my promo code GREG, you'll get $20 off your first purchase. So head on over to SeatGeek. You can use the link in my description. Thank you to SeatGeek for sponsoring this show. Guys, get your butt in a better seat. I'm sure a lot of you remember the last time I reviewed ads for mobile games on Instagram. They all seem to have this really weird strategy where they show a clip from the game and then the caption above it just makes no sense. It's almost confusing to the point where you have to download the game because you're just so confused. Here's an example of this strategy. It's a game where you're this little blob and it looks like you go around trying to knock people off of this platform. And the caption is, I never knew anxiety until I played this game. I've never felt anxious in my whole entire goddamn life until I downloaded this game, which is totally inconsequential in the grand scheme of things. Whether I win or lose in this game has no bearing on my well-being, but it was so stressful that for the first time in my entire life, I felt anxiety. And I know what you're thinking, yes, I do live a very privileged life. There's this game, it looks like all you really do is just zigzag back and forth, but it is the most relaxed game ever. This one's pretty interesting. It looks like you're just a little ball and you bounce from platform to platform and you try not to fall. And it's got Disney's Magic Cinderella's Castle or whatever it is in the background. And the caption for this one is, if you score 400, you can go to Disneyland. So this is interesting because, like, for the first time, it feels like an ad has a coherent phrase at the top. Like, I understand what it means. If you score 400, they're gonna give you a ticket to Disneyland, I guess, which is great. Tickets to Disneyland cost like $100 each. It's pretty impressive that an app would just pay for you to go just for getting like a seemingly pretty attainable score in this game. I think the problem that I have with this is I just kind of doubt it. I really doubt that if I download this game and get a score of 400, that they're gonna like mail me a ticket to Disneyland. So I decided I would put this to the test, download this game, and get to 400 myself, and see what happens. Fuck! No! Okay, the best I can get to is like 100, so I guess I'm not going to Disneyland. This very specific format seems to be actually pretty common with games. Here's another game where you like hit a ball and see how far it goes. And it says if you bounce 10 times, you can legally reach Pink Castle, which is just the Disneyland castle tinted pink. I can legally reach the Pink Castle. Was I not allowed to before? Why wasn't I legally allowed to reach Pink Castle? Why are they trying to keep me out? Come on, I'm a nice guy. Let me into Pink Castle. Legally this time. And then there's this one which says if you swallow Big Ben, you can go to Disneyland. If you swallow Big Ben? What the fuck does that even mean? Big Ben's like the giant clock tower in London. So if you swallow that, you might find yourself at Disneyland. And to prove it, right next to the picture of the game, there's a picture of this like skinned and gutted Donald Duck screaming in agony or maybe anger. You know, like you see at Disneyland. Man, I can't wait until I swallow Big Ben. I can go to Disneyland and see all my favorite characters, like Mickey Mouse with his arms torn off, decapitated Goofy, and skinned and gutted Donald Duck, who's very, very angry about something. Probably the fact that his stomach is gone. Here's another fun phrase. It's a little game where it looks like you flip, and then there's a picture next to it, which is a girl playing in bed, and a guy looking over her shoulder like, what the fuck are you doing? And the caption is, when she's tapping the game more than you. I don't understand that progression of emotions, because I think the fire is supposed to be like, sexy, like kind of hot. So it's like, she's tapping the game more than me? Oh, ah ha ha ha. Oh shit, she's tapping the game more than me? Hell yeah, girl, you tap that game. You don't gotta tap me, as long as I can creepily look over your shoulder in bed while you tap that game, baby girl. There was one ad I saw on Instagram that it seemed literally everybody wanted to send me, and rightfully so, I think. It was very festive and applied to my life personally a lot. It looks like this game where you're a little pumpkin and you spin this sort of cylinder to try to fall all the way down. It looks like a pretty interesting game, but the caption and the picture next to it are even better. If you reach level 2, you're legally a pumpkin. Legally a pumpkin. I've never heard anything better in my fucking life. And all you have to do is reach level 2? Granted, I don't really know what kind of perks or responsibilities come with being a legal pumpkin, but I mean, it sounds great to me. So your bitch ass better believe that I downloaded this game and I got to level 2. That's right. And it took me about 15 seconds. All I had to do was spin this little cylinder while the ball fell, and then I got there. It was kind of weird because when I got to level 2, the game barely even acknowledged that I reached such a momentous achievement. It also didn't say anything about pumpkins. It said nothing. It just said like, okay, level 2. Do that now. So I don't know what that's all about, but I'm guessing that my new ID will show up in the mail pretty soon, confirming my identity as a legal pumpkin. So I'd just like to take this opportunity to say to my haters, I told you so. You said I'd never amount to anything, but now I'm a pumpkin. But guys, the Instagram ads that I really want to talk about today are quite a bit different than any of the ones I've talked about before. This will be a series of ads from probably the most fucked up looking game I've ever seen. It's a game called Game of Sultans. I don't really know if it's a popular game or if any of you have maybe even played this. Maybe you could tell me if the game is as fucked up as the ads are, but it seems to be advertising all over Instagram. The thing about these ads is it makes the game look like this really gross, like sexist and all around just like awful game. And I don't understand really how it's supposed to make me want to play the game. Each ad that I've seen and that I've saved is like a series of pictures, like one of those little albums that you can go through on Instagram. So the first picture is 3 women, and it looks like you're given a choice. It says, "Your Majesty, please choose a maid to serve you." So it looks like you're playing as like the king or the sultan of this palace, and you have to choose a maid. And it looks like you're basing this decision purely based off looks, as there's not any sort of resume that I can see. You're basically just trying to decide who's gonna clean your house best based on who is hottest. I've never known those 2 attributes to be a correlation, but I don't know, maybe the Sultan knows something that I don't. Ooh, the game's heating up a little bit. Now you get to decide, who would you choose as Empress? As Sultan, graceful and elegant as you are, you get to have your pick of any lady in the land. You can choose this woman, who you've got your arm around. She seems like quite a catch. She's sort of tickling the little hairs on your chinny chin chin. Or you can pick this crying woman who is pregnant with your child. And I think the body language is pretty clear in this picture who he's thinking about choosing. So it looks like you've gone from choosing a maid to getting someone pregnant, picking an empress. So what's next in the life of a sultan, you may be wondering? Well, it looks like the next thing for you is to pass on the crown. The kingdom has to live on after you go, so it's time to start having babies. So as sultan, you decide to have a child, and the newborn son is too ugly. What should I do? Oh no. Okay, so this is an interesting predicament. The Sultan has had a child, and it's too ugly. The newborn son is too ugly. Like, there's a certain amount of ugliness that the Sultan would accept, but this son, with his unibrow and his freckles, I don't know, he looks pretty much like a normal baby except for the unibrow. This son is too ugly. What should I do? What do you mean, what should I do? Like, there's nothing you can really do now about the baby's looks. Like, he's here. The baby is here. But let's see what the options here are. I'm guessing it's going to be something like you can choose to either, give the son up for adoption because he's too ugly, or you can love him just the same because no matter what he looks like, he's still your son. It looks like there's one button and it says dislike. So I guess that's your only option, is to just dislike your son forever. Ooh! Oh, the newborn son is too ugly. Dislike. I don't like you. I'm sorry, you're too ugly. And that is the only thing I will be doing, is not liking you. This game doesn't seem very fun. There's not many options. So you might think this ad is a little bit too far already, but things are really about to go off the deep end in this next picture. So there's this picture of this girl, and she appears to be crying. It looks like she's got something going on with her face, and she says, "My queen, please forgive me." So I guess we're the queen now. I don't know what happened to the king or the sultan, wherever he is. He's probably off disliking his son somewhere. And the 2 options here are forgive her or slap again. I've already slapped her once? I feel like a monster, and I'm not even playing the game. It just put me into this situation where I've already slapped this girl once. I don't even know what she did. The game just assumes like, yeah, well, obviously you're gonna slap her once, but what do you want to do after that? Like, are you gonna forgive her, or do you want to slap her again? If this is really in the game, I don't really think this game should be in the App Store. I mean, it's just a confusing premise for a game, first of all. Like, what even is this game about? Is it about even being a sultan? Because it kind of just sounds like being an asshole. Like, you're picking a maid based on looks, you're abandoning this woman you got pregnant, you're calling your son ugly, and then you're slapping this woman. The caption for this ad doesn't really help either. The maid conceived your child accidentally. That's a weird phrase. She conceived your child accidentally. It's sort of taking a lot of the blame off the dude, right? Like the sultan's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah, I might have had sex with you, but you're the one who accidentally conceived a child. Saying accidentally makes it sound like it was like a clumsy thing, like, whoops, oh, I slipped and now I'm pregnant. Would you ask her to give birth and promote her as a concubine? What's a concubine? Is that like a mix between a cucumber and a porcupine? A concubine is a woman who lives with a man but has a lower status than his wife or wives. The next ad for this game has some pretty good social commentary. Let's check it out. The first image shows 3 women again, but this time we see young girls. One is poor, one is noble, and one is rich. I think that this image is trying to make some sort of like social commentary about rich people, because the rich girl looks a little bit heavier. The caption says, Ottoman Palace Life. I was born 20 times before I gave birth to a cute princess. What does that mean? I feel like that's a mistranslation or something. But the result was accidentally fat. No one wants to marry her. Ugh. No one wants to marry my fat daughter. Do you know how many times I had to be born to have that daughter? So I don't really get what the picture's supposed to represent. Like, was I supposed to have a poor daughter so that way she'd be skinny? But don't worry, the next picture is worse. Jesus. Okay. The next picture is the rich girl from the previous picture saying, Father, I need a hug. And the father saying, you must lose weight. What? Okay, forget how fucked up this is for a second. Forget how fucked up it is that this dude won't give his daughter a hug because she's overweight. How is this game fun? Like, it just seems stressful to have to be this little guy who is getting stressed out about his daughter's weight. He's all worried about his ugly son. I mean, look at him. He's so stressed out about his daughter's weight. His face is all warped. He's got like shade coming over his forehead. It looks like he's in physical pain because his daughter is heavier than he wants her to be. But don't worry, because part of this game is putting your daughter on a diet so that she can become the ideal looking 18-year-old in your eyes. Wow. I thought this game was gonna be fun when you could have ugly sons, but now that I know you can put your daughter on a diet, where can I download this game? What an awful sounding game. Why is it an appealing idea for a game to even be this sultan who's just this like womanizing douche? I don't know, but now I'm kind of tempted to download it and see what it's actually like, if it's actually like that at all, or if that's just a bunch of like weird clickbaity stuff to try to get you to download the game. So I don't know, let me know if you want me to make a video about me playing that game, or at least seeing what it's like. Maybe I'll try it. Guys, holy shit, the response to my last video has been crazy. So for those of you who didn't see my last video, I basically recapped this entire story where Billion Surprise Toys took down one of my videos, but after a long effort and a little bit of reviewing my legal options, we got it back up. That was the video about Papa being replaced. There was the song at the end of it. I turned the song into a full version of the song to sort of stick it to Chad. That went up on iTunes and Spotify. It got on the top of the iTunes comedy charts for like 3 days. After I posted that video, it got back up onto the top of iTunes comedy charts and stayed there for like a week. It's also now my second most streamed song on Spotify, and it's probably gonna become my most streamed song on Spotify in a couple days. It's just crazy all the good feedback I've been getting on that video. I really appreciate it. And I think it just really goes to show how strong Greg truly is. If you don't know what Greg is, it's the name that I call my fans. It's my fan base, but it's more than just a fan base, it's a family. We're a family and we're an army. The strongest army on YouTube, in fact, and the fastest growing at that. So thank you guys for being so supportive. I'm really glad that you guys have enjoyed the song as much as you do. I've loved seeing your tweets and like Instagram videos of like you listening to the song with friends and stuff like that. That's awesome. As always, if you want to join Greg, all you have to do is subscribe and turn on my notifications. Thank you, My Sister Wants a Corgi, for turning on notifications. You are truly Greg. I hope that your sister gets the corgi that she wants. I'll see you guys next time with a really interesting video where I am overcome with stage fright and I can't say a word the entire video.
Arrest. You're under 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 arrest.
Dad? Son, please don't take my dad away.
He's trying to run.
Dad! Whoa, whoa!
You're under arrest.
Ladies and gentlemen, Walmart has entered the metaverse. Finally. That's right, Greg. Through one of the most popular children's games in the world, Walmart is now an actual destination in the metaverse where you can go to have fun, play, learn, and of course, buy things from Walmart. And that is what I will be doing today. I personally cannot wait to get into Walmart's metaverse, look around, explore. It looks fun as hell. One of the biggest corporations in the entire world advertising to young children in a video game? Let's just say Daddy Likey. But before we do that, before I show you the actual Walmart metaverse experience, I was surprised to find out that this actually isn't Walmart's first metaverse project. A few months ago, apparently Walmart was sort of laughed off the internet because this video surfaced demoing their vision of the future of shopping in the metaverse. And not only did this failed experiment not look like it made shopping any better, it like actively made it worse. You know how instead of like a store with colorful aisles full of products and people from your community shopping around, you'd much rather shop in a dystopian void of a Walmart that's been abandoned for 1,000 years? You do? Oh, you do? Okay, that was meant to be sarcastic, but you actually do? Okay, well, then maybe you'll like this.
Howdy, thanks for visiting Walmart. I will be your shopping assistant module today, but you can call me Sam for short.
Look, man, I already feel like kind of dystopian going to a regular Walmart in the real world, but this actually feels like I'm like a test subject in some kind of psychological experiment. What is this void? Where am I right now?
Let's get started. I have your shopping list loaded up, and I'm tracking your oil change so I can let you know as soon as it's done.
Now, I don't know about you, but when I go to the store, if an employee asks me if I need help finding anything, I say no every time, even if I do need help because I'm a nervous person. So this scenario is like a nightmare to me. Just having an employee floating 2 feet in front of me at all times, just locking eyes with me, recommending products, is actually a nightmare. It's like my worst case scenario when I go to a store, but if it just never ended. It also doesn't help that she's like literally telling you what to do. She's not even making suggestions.
You see the tomato sauce on your left? Go ahead and grab that and then place it in your cart.
You see the tomato sauce? Grab it. Put it in your cart. You said you wanted tomato sauce, right? It's right there. Put it in the cart now. There's no time for browsing and taking your time in the Walmart metaverse. Get your shit and leave. How is this any better than shopping normally? They had every opportunity to make shopping like a breeze. Like, I feel like the most efficient form of shopping is just like ordering it online. They didn't need to take the actual physical experience of going to Walmart and put it in VR. If I'm not going to the store anymore, it's like the actual act of putting a tomato sauce in my cart is not the part I'm gonna miss. It's probably gonna be like human contact or just like feeling like I exist in a real social world.
Great. Looks like you need a good wine pairing. Take a look to your right. Your age has already been pre-verified through your profile, so no need to wait for an ID check.
I love in this supposedly like futuristic utopian version of Walmart in the future, we're already being upsold to buy shit that we didn't want. It's like, okay, you wanted pasta sauce, go ahead and buy a wine with that. You can't have pasta sauce without wine, right? And also here's $5 off a Voodoo movie rental. You're gonna wanna buy a movie as well. And then, oh, you're watching a movie? Head on over to our gun department. You're gonna want a gun with that movie. Also, I haven't even bought pasta or meat yet. Why is red wine the thing I need to pair with the pasta sauce? I need the rest of my meal. Or am I just like sipping 1 glass of wine and 1 glass of pasta sauce while I watch my Voodoo rental movie?
I'm getting a notification from your connected smart fridge. It looks like you already have a full gallon of milk at home. Should we put this one back?
Sorry? My fridge told you that? The sheer passive aggressive in this Walmart employee's voice. Hey, so I noticed you have a gallon of milk in your cart, but I was just talking to your smart fridge and he told me you already have milk at home. Should we put the milk back? Should little baby put the milk back? Did little baby forget that we have milk at home? Did you forget in this dystopian world there's a milk shortage? Are you trying to hoard milk? Also, stop talking to my fridge behind my back, dude. What the hell? Why are smart fridges so integral to every corporation's version of the future? I do not want my fridge snitching on me to Walmart, okay? Damn, you can really feel the anger through the screen in that toss. Fine, I'll fucking put the milk back, dude. Stop talking to my fridge. Just every part of this is so eerie. What is with the hum throughout this video? They could have had like fun music playing. You know, you go to like Target or Walmart, they're playing like Ed Sheeran. It's like they're making it eerie and dystopian on purpose. Every time you pick up an item from the shelf, all of the shelves descend into the underworld and new shelves come up. That's really comforting, I gotta say. There's something so comforting about them being like, no, you don't move, all right? The shelves move. You stay right where you are. The milk will come to you. The gun aisle will come to you.
Good news, your oil change is done. Your vehicle will be ready at the Tire and Lube Express.
Okay, now wait, so this is confusing. Am I at a Walmart with a VR headset on? This whole time I thought this was something you do from home. You go around, pick out all your items, and then Walmart will come and drop your stuff off. But she just said that my car is getting an oil change right now.
Good news, your oil change is done.
At the Lube Express or whatever?
At the Tire and Lube Express.
The Tire and Lube Express. That's right, that's what I said. So I drove to Walmart, dropped my car off at the Tire and Lube Express, and then went into Walmart and then just put on a VR headset? At that point, why can't I just shop? Why do I need to be wearing a VR headset? I'm so confused. I feel like these hands say so much about the emotion of the person watching this happen. Would you say that this person is like happy or terrified about what's going on right now?
I'll have the TV brought out to your car.
Okay, so my shopping cart is going to my car to load my groceries. This drone is just gonna deliver the TV straight to my house. And then I noticed that I'm not leaving the Walmart. I noticed that my cart and the TV get to leave. And I don't? Is there any reason for that? Okay, your groceries will be delivered to your smart fridge as a sacrifice, and you will remain here forever. Thank you for shopping at Walmart. Okay, I think you guys have waited long enough. You want to see the real deal. That experiment obviously did not work. People were like, what the hell is wrong with you? Of course we don't want this. So now it's time to look at Walmart's actual, real-life, currently live venture into the metaverse. Walmart enters the metaverse with Roblox experience aimed at young shoppers. Young shoppers. I feel like there's another word for that. Another word that they're not using for some oh, children. Yeah, that's right. We usually call young shoppers children. But I guess at the end of the day, children are basically just young shoppers, aren't they? Congratulations, ma'am. You've given birth to a beautiful young male shopper. Oh, thank you so much. I can't wait for him to grow up and shop just like his father. Isn't that right, sweetie? Walmart is entering the metaverse with two experiences, Walmart Land and Walmart's Universe of Play in gaming platform Roblox. Walmart's marketing chief, William White, said the company will use Roblox as a testing ground as it considers other moves in the metaverse and beyond. Definitely makes it sound like they're using this opportunity to sort of experiment on children, which I guess makes sense as to why they're not using the word children, because there's lots of laws against advertising to children, but there are no laws, as far as I know, about advertising to young shoppers. Oh, I just remember that's my favorite show, my favorite Big Bang Theory spinoff, Young Shopper. The retail giant's first foray into the virtual world will feature a blimp that drops toys, a music festival with hot artists. I hope they mean like sexy. The most attractive artist we could find, Yassified Van Gogh. A bunch of different games and a store full of virtual merchandise, or Virch. I think I want to throw up from reading that sentence. Which matches what customers may find in Walmart stores and on its website. Walmart is trying to make themselves seem so cool to children. A blimp that drops toys and music festivals? Kids that grow up going to Walmart Land and Roblox are gonna be so disappointed the first time they actually go to a Walmart. They're gonna walk in, there's like a small cowboy kid yodeling in the corner. In another corner, there's an employee in a physical altercation with a customer. They're like bashing the customer's head in. The poor kid is like, where's the blimp that drops toys? For now, Walmart won't make money from its immersive experiences. Gamers can earn tokens and other rewards to put towards virtual merchandise on Roblox. Brands like LOL Surprise, Skull Candy headphones were included in the experiences based on their popularity with Roblox's younger audience of gamers. Still not using the word children. No, now they're young gamers. Walmart could make money from it in the future. Oh. You think? You think Walmart might somehow be trying to figure out a way to make money from this? I don't know, man. Seems a little far-fetched to me. I kind of assumed they were doing this pro bono. Universe of Play has games that feature items from Walmart's top toy list for the holiday season, like Razor scooters and Paw Patrol and Jurassic World characters. A potential nudge to get Roblox users to ask for them. A potential nudge? Has the person who wrote this article ever heard of Walmart? Or like business? They're showing really popular products to kids in a really popular kids game. Maybe that could be to get them to buy the products from Walmart. Walmart. Walmart Land has an obstacle course of oversized items from the retailer's Gen Z-focused beauty brands such as skincare products from Bubble and makeup from Uoma by Sharon C. It's crazy that even in the metaverse, corporations are trying to convince you that you are ugly. You're a fully digital avatar and Walmart's still like, we can still tell you're ugly. Hello, you need to buy virtual makeup. We just talked to your smart fridge and it told us you're ugly. To be fair, of course your Roblox character needs makeup. They're all hideous. There's no way a Roblox character is ever going to conform to traditional beauty standards. They have like pitch black doll eyes. All right guys, I don't know about you, but I'm ready. My young shopper mind is ready to be advertised to. Let's hop into this game.
And so I hopped into this game.
I have never played Roblox before. So unfortunately, even though Walmart is advertising this as a metaverse experience, it's not in VR. I kind of thought that every metaverse experience takes place in VR, but I guess metaverse just means it's in the computer. I don't know how that's different from like Walmart.com. That's in the computer. Is that not the metaverse? Since the game is not in VR and I wanted to still wear a cool headset, I'm gonna be wearing these cool gamer glasses instead of a VR headset. Anyway, I actually have no idea how Roblox works.
It took me a minute to figure out how to actually get into Roblox and start playing in Walmart's World of Play.
So I guess there's all these worlds here. I wonder if Walmart Land is in here somewhere. Survival? Probably not gonna be in there. Yeah, Walmart Universe of Play, the new survival game. Try not to get murdered in the new Walmart Land.
Apparently Roblox isn't just one game, it's like a million different games.
Don't Call at 3 a.m. and it's a picture of Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Squid Game, Last to Leave, it's like a Mr. Beast video within Roblox. What is Roblox? What is Roblox? Anyway.
But eventually I found Walmart Land in the recommended for you tab. They know why I'm here.
New to Walmart Land? Yes. Well, welcome. It's a place where inspiration starts with play, including mini games, challenges, an obby, and more. An obby? Am I supposed to know what that is? Is that Roblox lingo? Or is that just like a word in the English language that I don't know? Oh, this is helpful. Is obby a word? Yeah, obby is a valid English word. Okay, what does it mean though? The hell is an obby? Oh.
In Roblox, it's an obstacle course.
Explore Electric Island, play Netflix trivia, hosted by Noah Schnapp? Wait, the dude from Stranger Things is hosting a game in Walmart Land? Compete in the dance-off challenge, make beats in the DJ. Okay, this place actually might be kind of cool.
That's right, it might. Now there's some cool sounding stuff in here, like a giant cosmetics obstacle course, but what I'm really interested in is Noah Schnapp hosting trivia in Roblox. How is he just in Walmart Land? Is he just playing Roblox all the time? Just sitting there waiting to ask people questions about Netflix? How much are they paying him for this?
There's no wrong way to play. I bet I can prove you wrong, Buster. Let's see how long it takes me to get banned from this world. Then we'll find out if there's a wrong way to play, won't we? So this is Walmart Land.
My initial impressions of the game were not great.
So this is me. See, the thing I don't get, okay, this isn't a thing about Walmart Land specifically, but why is this game so ugly? This video is just gonna be me discovering the horrors of Roblox. It's not even gonna have anything to do with Walmart anymore. What the fuck? Let me check how loud the game is. It's about this loud.
I knew I couldn't go seeing Noah in this wretched default outfit, but lucky for me, Walmart Land has a virtual store.
Oh, there's a store. Let's go over there. I can buy some Walmart jeans!
Where you can shop for clothing from real-life clothing brands like Bonobos.
Wide leg jeans, Bonobos sweatpants. Is that how you pronounce it?
I looked it up afterwards, and it is not.
Bonobos.
But that wouldn't stop me from mispronouncing it the entire time I played this game.
I guess I need coins to buy some Bonobos sweatpants. I don't think I've ever met anyone that's actually been wearing an article of Bonobo clothing, but I'm gonna go and get some.
There's a couple different ways you can collect tokens to buy Bonobos clothing in Walmart Land. First, as we know, there's a blimp that drops toys.
Okay, there's a thing at the top that says next blimp a minute and a half away. Oh, there it is! Take me with you. I want to go in the blimp.
Except as far as I can tell, it only ever drops cold hard cash.
Okay. I just got 82 surprise coins. Okay, sick. So it dropped some coins. Didn't drop any Walmart.com t-shirts or anything. So a little underwhelming, but these coins will make do.
I did get distracted from my mission to buy some sweatpants when I realized there was a fight going on in the chat.
Looks like there's a bit of a dispute happening in the chat. It's the same person who commented over and over. No, this is my monorail. Aw. off. Wait for the next one. Wait for the next one. Off. Holy shit. There's a monorail in this game? How do I hop on this thing to piss this guy off? I was told there's no wrong way to play, so I'm assuming that hopping on this guy's monorail just to piss him off is cool. I said, I'm waiting to get on your monorail. I'm so excited. And he said, no, wait for the next one. Let's go.
But I guess he was pretty serious about it, because by the time the monorail came around, he was gone, and I never heard from him again.
Wow, what a beautiful view I have of Walmart land. Trying to sort of get a good vantage point to get a good look from the monorail at Walmart land. I sort of zoom out and just get a really good bird's eye view. Nope, okay, now I'm looking at my own taint. Sort of wanted to look at Walmart land instead. Wait, how do I have 200 coins now? What happened here? How did I get that many coins?
I still don't know. Watching the video back, I'm just standing on the monorail and I gain 100 coins for no reason.
I don't know, but it's time to go buy some freaking pants! Pants, 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 pants.
Guys, I gotta level with you. I didn't buy the pants. In fact, I didn't buy any Bonobos clothing. I looked at the Bonobos clothing.
Oh, I can buy shirts too? Well, hold on, this changes everything. They've got Bonobo sweater blue. That's that sad feeling you get when you put on your Bonobo sweater. Got the Bonobo sweater blues, man.
But then I found something that I thought was a little more likely to impress Noah.
Oh, and they have Stranger Things stuff too. Dude, I could dress up as 11. Oh, wait, let me try it on. And here I am. And why am I not wearing it? Excuse me. Excuse me.
Maybe this is just Roblox as a whole, but Walmart Land was generally very glitchy.
How do I put on this freaking dress? I have a feeling it's in this bag, but there's sort of like a list of players in the way that I can't click on the bag. Let me click on the goddamn bag.
When I bought this 11 costume and I went into my inventory, it said it was already equipped, but it wasn't, and I had to like unequip it and then re-equip it, and then just like wait a couple seconds for it to show up on my body.
Let's go! Dude, I just turned into Millie Bobby Brown from a Millie Bobby Clown. Can you dance in this game? Maybe someone in the chat can help me. It's time to see how kind the people of Roblox are, I guess. Oh, you can dance in Roblox, but there's certain games that you can't dance in. Well, surely you can dance in Walmart Land. It's the best place in the goddamn world. They said I tried and it didn't work. Excusez-moi. There's supposed to be like a dance rave here, isn't there? And you're not allowed to dance? There's a music concert, a music festival, and you're just meant to stand there like this? Whoa, Cold Atlantic sent me a friend request. Sure, dog. I'll be anyone's friend, as long as they can teach me how to freaking play this game. So it looks like there's some areas of Walmart Land they have not fleshed out yet. There's a bunch of bubbles that just say coming soon. So they're keeping some hype alive for Walmart Land, as if there wasn't enough already, you know?
While searching for Noah, I came across the cosmetics obby.
The goal is simple. Just try to get to the end of the obby. All right.
I thought I'd give it a go in an effort to, I don't know, earn some extra tokens.
Oh God.
But little did I know, this obstacle course would ruin me.
Fuck, shit. I hate Walmart Land now. I don't want to buy any of these products at all. What is this? Oh! Am I just bad at this? Fucking shit. I swear to God, this is harder than it looks, gang. Only an adult could beat this, for sure. And even then, you know, I mean, I'm a grown up. I'm definitely giving a run for my motherfucker. Some advertising. This is Walmart. You see what you've done? You've turned a lifelong loyal customer into a pissed off Lego guy. This is getting kind of hard to watch. Honestly, I would much rather be watching an ad for ExpressVPN right now. While I'm getting absolutely dominated by this beauty obby, let me tell you how you can avoid getting dominated by your internet service provider by using ExpressVPN. You see, in the US, it's legal for your internet service provider to sell your data to other companies. They can keep track of every website you've ever visited, every product you've looked at buying in the past month, and sell it to advertisers. If they wanted to, they could sell it to Walmart. Oh my God, I'm never going to Walmart again. But ExpressVPN puts a stop to this by rerouting 100% of your network traffic through their secure encrypted servers. ExpressVPN also helps you unblock content that's not available in your area. For example, Laura and I are absolutely rabid fans of Survivor. But a few weeks ago, Laura and I were on vacation in Europe, where they did not have Survivor on Hulu. But by turning on ExpressVPN, which is very easy to do, you just do it in one click, and changing my server location to the US, we were able to watch Survivor in our hotel.
And even when you're not traveling, there's tons of shows you can unlock on Netflix simply by switching your location.
I think I'll just chill here for a little bit. He looks comfortable here, and I don't want to risk falling. It seems like kind of a cool place to hang out. ExpressVPN has the fastest speeds. They're consistently ranked the #1 VPN by sources like CNET, Tech Radar, The Verge, and more. So if you want to find out how you can get 3 months of ExpressVPN for free, then head on over to expressvpn.com/Danny Gonzalez or the link in the description. That's expressvpn.com/Danny Gonzalez. Thank you to ExpressVPN for sponsoring this video, and thank you to you guys for checking out ExpressVPN. And now, please God, can I finish this obby?
Where's the end? Is that the end? Whee! Let's go! Let's go! We're back, baby. We did it. 250 coins, by the way. So I'm basically rich now. Oh my God. That took so much longer than it should have. Holy cow. They say the night is darkest just before the dawn, and I have to say, in this case, that was correct. Because right after this obstacle course, I found Electric Island. Electric Island looks kind of fun. Let's go there. And by extension, Noah Schnapp. Okay, what is there to do on Electric Island? Play Netflix trivia hosted by Noah Schnapp. I have a feeling it's just like a bot that says he's Noah Schnapp, but it'd be crazy if it was actually him. It'd be crazy if it wasn't even like a Roblox character. It was just like him in the game. I looked around for a little bit trying to find this guy, and I gotta say, the name Electric Island makes this place sound a lot more fun than it actually is. All right, I'm already seeing something that looks pretty fun in Electric Island, a pool party. Let's go, dude. Let's go. Let's turn up. Okay, there is no one here. You know, for the fun and totally happening place that they made it seem like Electric Island and more broadly Walmart Land would be, doesn't seem like there's that many people here. It feels kind of lonely. Does this show how many people are in here? 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. There's 22 people here in Walmart Land. So this looks like the gigantic stage where huge concerts take place and everyone stands still and watches. This place is electric during live events. I doubt it. I highly doubt it. Electric Island is a strange and mysterious place. Whoa! What's going on? And they did a damn good job of hiding Noah Schnapp. All right, where's Noah Schnapp at? Let me talk to Noah Schnapp, dude. Where's Noah Schnapp? Noah, I want to play some Netflix trivia with you. But eventually I made it to the trivia floor. There we go. I found an elevator. Netflix trivia, please. I feel closer to Noah than ever before.
Hey, what's up everyone? I'm Noah Schnapp, but you might know me as Will Byers from Stranger Things. Anyway, today we're gonna have some fun playing Netflix trivia here in Walmart Land. There are 3 categories you choose from, one about Stranger Things, another about Outer Banks, and a third called Surprise Me.
You know, something tells me he wasn't actually in Walmart Land. There weren't too many blank white walls that I saw in Walmart Land. He said like, I hope we're all having fun in Walmart Land, like he was also there. He didn't even look like a Roblox character. Now the only thing left to do was play some Stranger Things trivia with my boy Noah. What sport does Lucas play at Hawkins High? Football? Fuck! Oh no, I forgot I don't watch Stranger Things! I didn't know the answers to any of these questions. Which of the following is a real quote from Argyle? Who is Argyle? 5 coins for like 30 minutes of work trying to find Will. Or sorry, not Will. Noah is his real name in real life. And I get 5 measly coins. I kind of felt like all the kiddos in season 1 trying to find this dude. And I finally do, and I get 5 coins. At this point, I've got to pretty much be the richest person in Walmart Land, so I think I'm just gonna head to the store and spend all of my money and then be done. So I got some Bonobo sweater blues and some Bonobo sweatpants, and let's just see how I look. And they didn't appear on my character. That's not the sweater I just bought. Is this game broken? Oh, there we go. But now what happened to my pants? The sweater's on, but my blue pants are not. And then I quit the game. Well, guys, I think I've played enough Roblox for today and the rest of my life. I hope you enjoyed this in-depth look at Walmart's first steps into the metaverse. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
A girl with an evil stepmother and 2 evil stepsisters. A creepy, unlikable love interest. A bunch of little Mexican mice. And a rapping dog. What do these things all have in common, you might ask? They're all elements of the perfect movie about the Titanic. Guys, today I'd like to take you on a trip back to the year 2000 to talk about the best movie about the Titanic ever made. Now, if you know anything about the movie Titanic, you're probably thinking to yourself, wait, didn't that movie come out in the year
1997?
And it did. The movie Titanic came out in the year
1997.
But a lot of people don't know that an animated ripoff of the movie Titanic called Titanic: The Legend Goes On came out in the year 2000. And oh my God, it is atrocious. It's totally insensitive to the tragedy that was the Titanic. They added in all these quirky characters like cartoon animals and a silly bumbling detective, and on top of all that, the movie makes no sense. To the point where I watched this movie like 3 or 4 times, still didn't get the plot, and then had to look it up on Wikipedia to find out what was going on. Even the name Titanic: The Legend Goes On is a bad title. The Legend? I don't know if I'd describe the Titanic as a legend. It's a very well-documented tragedy. The Titanic is a legend, dude. It was legendary, bro. You know what? Go ahead and buy the movie, too. Go get it on DVD or something if they still sell it. Because I want you to believe how bad I'm going to make this movie seem, because you're not going to believe me when I tell you. But before we get into it, let's talk about today's sponsor, Raid Shadow Legends. Yep, that's right, your boy got a sponsor. So let's talk about it. In case you've been living under a rock for the past couple months and haven't been watching other YouTubers promoting this game, Raid Shadow Legends is a huge sensation right now. It's one of the most popular games in the mobile gaming world. It's an RPG that changes everything about RPGs. It's rated as one of the top 3 RPGs on the Google Play Store, and it's just been nominated as a finalist for Google Play's Best of 2019 User's Choice Award. So, must be a pretty good game, right? Yeah, it is. The game is crazy popular. It's been downloaded over 15 million times in the last 6 months. So now that I've told you all those fancy things about it, you're probably wondering what it is, huh? Well, too bad, I'm not gonna tell you. Psych! I am. It's an epic dark fantasy done right. A hero collection turn-based game with over 400 champions for you to collect and personally customize. And the best part is, it's free to play. There's even weekly tournaments and events. Fighting in the arena, running special dungeons, or just leveling up your heroes, there's always a way to compete and win extra prizes every week. The game is growing super fast, and check out this cool roadmap that they've published. They have huge plans to continue updating the game for over 6 months. So there's infinite content for you to enjoy, and no time to get bored. Because who likes getting bored? Not me. That's why I've been playing it this whole time. So what are you waiting for? Go to the description, click on the special links, and you'll get 50,000 free silver and a free epic champion as part of the new player program to start your journey. You can find me under the nickname I am Greg, so add me and maybe we can clan up. Thanks to Raid Shadow Legends for sponsoring this video, and thank you to you guys for checking out Raid Shadow Legends. I hope you guys check out Raid Shadow Legends. When you do, it directly supports my channel, helps me to continue branching out and doing other stuff. So thank you guys for all your help. And now let's complain. So the movie starts off with the Titanic sinking. So, spoiler alert. And I was like, wait, if this is where the movie starts, where are they gonna go from here? The dang ship already went down. People are screaming and drowning and jumping off the boat. There's nowhere for the plot to go. I mean, what are the characters gonna do? Just go home and think about what happened? And there's no way you can escalate from there. From the Titanic, but it turns out it was just a flashback. The movie starts with a flashback of the Titanic sinking, and then we go back to before the Titanic even happens. Either way, a very somber way to start a children's movie, to be sure. So this movie's actually got a bit of a Cinderella vibe to it, as if it wasn't already knocking off one movie, they're just straight up ripping off Cinderella as well. This girl, Angelica, is traveling with her evil stepmother and her evil stepsisters. She's sort of like their servant, and they treat her like garbage.
Stop moping over that picture. You're never going to find your precious mother.
Your precious mother!
You're never gonna find your mom, you idiot! Oh, you miss your mom because she died or something? Get a life, dude.
You're wrong. I will find her, and my father too. I'll find them both.
Anyway, they get to the boat. It shows a bunch of people getting on the Titanic. You see families getting on the Titanic, different people getting on the Titanic. There's also some geese wearing bonnets getting on the Titanic. I don't know why there's just this whole subplot about the animals that live on the Titanic that totally baffles me. Why would geese even be interested in a transatlantic cruise to America? I don't know. But there they go, on their own little ramp. The animals have their own little ramp to get onto the boat.
There's going to be plenty to keep you busy aboard this tub.
So the thing about this movie that is going to make it kind of hard to make this video is that there's like 900 different subplots going on, and none of them make any sense. And the worst part about it is all of the subplots start at the exact same time. They try to introduce them all at once at the beginning of the movie. And Angelica misses her mom, and her stepmother's an evil witch, and there's geese on the ship, and this guy is hitting on this sexy girl, and a detective's on board to solve the case. What case? I don't know. He's just there. And they also just do a really bad job of introducing every character and what their motives are. Like this woman, she comes out of nowhere. Every time she talks, you're like, what did she just say?
Hurry up your layabout!
What do you...
Excuse me?
Hurry up your layabout!
Sorry up to layabout! Oh yeah, that thing that people say. Tarya to layabout. And why is he doing that? I get what this guy's doing. He's trying to pull one of the suitcases out of the car, but what is he doing? What is... He's just like losing his balance for no reason.
I
do you do? Don't know. We don't know.
Jeffrey, what are you...
Oh, Angelica, you really are hopeless.
Here you are. Let's hope it's a smooth crossing.
Hold up, does this dude know the Titanic is gonna sink?
Let's hope it's a smooth crossing.
Why did he deliver that line so ominously? Hope it's a smooth ride. I just genuinely hope that it's a smooth ride. And I don't know anything that would lead me to believe that it won't be. There's so many people to introduce, so many people get on this boat. There's a family of mice, there's this bird who's like a mail bird, or I don't know what he's got like a satchel like he's gonna deliver mail. There's a touring band of Mexican mice.
What's with the costumes, guys? We've been on tour, senor, and cannot wait to get home, muchachos?
Yeah, this part did not age well. I mean, none of it did, but this part especially is kind of like, huh? They're Mexican mice. They got big sombreros. They're in a mariachi band or something, and they all want chili.
Chili.
They all want to get home so they can eat chili.
Mommy, what am I going to do? Call her, Mommy. Call her at once. This is Angelica's fault. Look at this hole in my favorite dress. I wanted to wear it. Oh, it's got bigger and bigger. Come in.
You rang, Mum?
Please go fetch my ward. Angelica Pickering, down in 3rd class.
I don't know who that guy is, or why he's so short, and why his suit looks like it was made for a normal-sized person, like he's a child who's trying to pretend to be an adult. And they never explain who he is, and he never shows up in the movie again. His only role in the movie is to walk in like, "Yes, Mom." And then he leaves and we never see him again. So even though Angelica is traveling with the evil rich stepmother and her 2 stepchildren, since she's kind of like their servant, she's in 3rd class. And they really put her to work.
You didn't pack our clothes properly, you clumsy girl.
Blaming her for stuff that she didn't even do.
Pick up those bits of broken china at once.
Which transitions us to the part of the movie that's about the animals. We go to the storage part of the ship where the animals, I guess, live. And this part of the movie is probably the weirdest scene of any movie that I've ever seen. And I'm not just saying that to be dramatic. It's so weird that you probably won't even believe me when I tell you what happens. So I'm gonna try to play as much of the scene in its entirety as I can.
How about if she comes to our party, Mama? We are having one, aren't we?
We'll talk to Fritz about her.
Just the snack I'm looking for.
If it hadn't been for you, I would be now in someone else's digestion.
You know there's something you should know, so I'm gonna tell you so. Don't sweat it, forget it, enjoy the show.
Working all day, now it's time to unwind. Kick back, relax, take a load off your mind.
Yep, the mouse thanks the dog for saving his life, and instead of responding in any sort of way that makes sense or has anything to do with what the mouse said, the dog starts rapping about how it's party time.
I'll be busting the moves and I'll be busting the rhymes. We'll be busting up laughing cause it's party time.
All aboard the Titanic! It's party time! There's so many things that don't make sense! What is going on?
Party time, it's party time. Everybody's feeling fine cause it's party time.
He's rapping! Rap won't be invented for several decades. The dog is suddenly wearing this, like, tank top and athletic shorts. He wasn't wearing that before. The second he starts rapping, he's just all of a sudden in this hip-hop outfit. The animation is creepy. It doesn't match up with what he's saying. Sometimes it's downright horrendous. He keeps showing his creepy hands clapping, like his creepy fingery hands. It's a dog. He shouldn't have fingers. He's got little furry fingers. It's not cute. It's creepy. It's not even just like a little jingle that he does and walks off either. It's an entire song. It lasts for like at least 2 minutes. It has a chorus, it has verses, they're all about party time. He's using an antique radio as a boombox. Obviously, because boomboxes haven't been invented yet. So he's got this old antique radio. This scene is the weirdest part of the movie, and it's one of, if not the weirdest scenes I've ever seen. But by no means is this scene alone in how weird it is. This movie is full of scenes like this. During pretty much every scene of this movie, at the end of it, when it cuts to the next scene, I'm left wondering, like, what just happened? What is going on?
Who knows what's around the corner? I dream of my first building going up in America.
Progress, Sir William. Progress. One must always be ready to progress. You humble secretary, even I could someday become perhaps even your boss. Yeah, if you don't need me, I think I'll take a stroll around the deck.
What was that? What was that exit? He said like a million things and then just left. And no one was even talking to him. I feel like they took like 8 different lines of dialogue and smashed it into one, edited them all together. Hey, humble secretary, who knows? One day maybe perhaps even I could be your boss. I don't know, wonderful weather we're having. I'm going to take a stroll outside. I'm already gone. I believe this movie was originally in Italian and then they translated it to English for an American release. And I feel like some scenes they got lazy and didn't want to go through the trouble of translating them. So instead they just had the voice actors just grunt and make weird noises instead of talking. Like this scene where the thieves are doing a little robbery. They're walking around in someone's room in the dark and they're trying to steal some jewelry.
Blackum.
Uh-oh, looks like it's time for some romance.
I bet you look ravishing in this.
Oh, dude. What? Don't do that, that's weird. Don't knock over someone's laundry and then just start looking through it. Creep. And she's like happy about it too. She's like, ooh, this nice man just knocked over my laundry I was carrying and then started rummaging through it. How romantic. Ah! Dude! Stop! Stop being creepy! What is this scene? Oh, jeez, I knocked over your laundry. Sorry, I'm such a klutz. I'll help you pick them up. Wait, whoa, are these your underwear? They're so big. I'm gonna put them on my head. I'm gonna rub your hand. Hey, do you wanna get married? And now they're in love. She walks away, and they're in love. I guess that's all it takes, you know? You know what they say, when you know, you know. And she knows that she's in love with this guy who runs into people and then rummages through their stuff and then rubs their hand. Rich boy coming knocking over my stuff. That's my type. That's my type.
Is something wrong, Master William?
I met a sweet, charming girl. I don't know who she is or even what part of the ship she's in. She's vanished into thin air.
We're on a ship in the middle of the ocean. She can hardly get off. You'll bump into her again?
That's kind of a creepy thing to say, too, isn't it?
Her eyes were like, oh, Nanny.
Oh, Nanny, her eyes. Oh, Nanny. Oh, her eyes, Nanny. This dude is so weird. Why did they make the love interest so weird? Look, now he's getting all hot and bothered and he grabs onto his nanny and shakes her around to tell her how beautiful this girl is.
She's beautiful, Nanny, don't you get it? She's the most beautiful girl I ever seen! And she does laundry, Nanny. That's the only thing I know about her, Nanny.
So he goes off to find Angelica instead of continuing to creep out his nanny.
Excuse me, madam. You were talking to a young lady. How can I find her?
I know she often comes out here for walks. Oh, I must go in now. It is chilly.
I just want to see her again. I have something to say to her.
Why does no one in this movie exit scenes properly? What was that? He's still in the middle of a conversation with her and she's like, I've got to go, bye-bye. And he keeps talking and she just turns around and walks out the door. It's like the animators got halfway into every scene and the director walked in and was like, end the scene! End it now! And the animators were like, okay, but they're just in the middle of talking. They just started a conversation. End it! The scene is over! Okay, all right, okay, fine. I guess she'll just walk away in the middle of a conversation. Is that what you want? End the scene! End it!
I would have thought you'd be upstairs listening to that wonderful singer.
I was too busy looking for someone. Now that I've found her, I'm not going to let her get away from me again.
Okay, it's not just me, right? Everything that comes out of this dude's mouth is really weird. Now that I've found you, I'm not going to let you get away. Now come here! Oh, look, they're so in love. They love each other so much.
I'm William. Will for short. I don't even know your name.
It's Angelica.
Will I see you at the reception tonight? Angelica.
Why can no one end conversations properly in this movie? Will I see you tonight? Bye. Are you gonna come tonight? I gotta go. I'm just wondering if I'll see you at the event. Chilly out here. I'd really love if you came. She's so beautiful. One weird thing I'm noticing about this movie too is that every time they switch scenes, they have an establishing shot of the boat to show you that what's taking place is still on the boat. You don't need to keep doing that. I know that we're still on the boat. The whole movie takes place on the boat. The movie is about the boat. Aw, now Will is at the reception all by himself, sulking. He's all lonely, reminiscing about all the times he and Angelica have shared. They play a little montage of all the times they've had together, which is 2 times, if you remember. So it's a very short montage. But then she gets a dress from this nice old woman. She goes to the ball, and she finds him, and they dance, and they have a great time, and they fall in love. They confess their love for each other.
Nothing you could tell me could prevent me from loving you. Nothing could prevent me from loving you. We'll find your parents too.
And he promises to help her find her parents. Remember that? Remember that plot from the beginning of the movie? Yep, that's still happening.
Being in love is the best thing in the whole world. She'll have no cares from now on. Just be happy, happy, happy.
There's an iceberg right in our path!
Oh no! Where'd that come from? No! Oh man, they're gonna sink. I mean, I knew that was gonna happen because that's what happens in the Titanic, but I forgot. I got too invested in the story and I forgot that they were all gonna die. Darn. So anyway, the boat sinks, obviously. Everyone gets onto the lifeboats and Will and Angelica get separated and Angelica doesn't even know if Will got on a lifeboat. Next like 10 minutes of the movie are just people screaming and drowning and falling into the water and Angelica trying to find Will. But then eventually, she sees him.
There's a body out there. Please try to get nearer.
Oh.
It's not him.
Never mind, dude. We don't have any room on the boat. Sorry.
Hang on.
It's William!
Oh, there's Will. Finally, they found him. Wait, what happened to the kid that was with him? He was holding a kid before. He's just gone. So Will's on the boat, they kiss, they're so happy, and that's like the end of the movie. Oh, except for this part that the mouse narrates at the end about how everyone's doing now.
Wait a minute, where are you going? The movie isn't over yet. Don't you want to know what happened to everybody?
Turns out everyone lived happily ever after.
We're sitting really pretty. To thank us for saving him, our friend the ship's cook put us up at his new place of work.
The mice that were on board the ship now works with the chef on the ship. They have a restaurant together. The rapping dog works with the detective now. And Angelica and Will get married and they live happily ever after. Okay, so my thing is, you can't make a Titanic movie where the ending is like everyone lived happily ever after. Because they didn't. They totally brush over the fact that 1,500 people died. That's how many people died on the Titanic. That's most of the people. There were only like a little over 2,000 people on the Titanic. But this movie just totally forgets all about that and is like, but the mice opened up a restaurant with the chef. What is this movie supposed to teach kids? That the Titanic wasn't that bad? Anyways, sorry this movie was so bad. Alright guys, well I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe and turn on my notifications to join Greg. I'll see you guys next time with a really interesting video where Santa leaves me a big present under the tree. But when I unwrap it, it's a warm gallon of milk. And I'm lactose intolerant. And he makes me drink the whole thing. Bye!
This video is over now. Go find something else to watch. Or just watch this video. I know we had a lot of fun. But you can't stay on this end screen forever. No. This video is over now. So why are you still watching this?
What's up, Greg, and welcome back to the Romance Channel, where we cover the hottest romance movies known to man. When you think of the perfect love story, what comes to mind? Passion, lust, destiny, brothers, psychological intimidation, gazebos. All of those? Yeah, all of them? Good. Because today we're talking about The Kissing Booth. I've had this movie recommended to me for a while and I recently sat down to watch it and I gotta say guys, I'm pretty confused. This movie has a completely normal premise and there's actually nothing wrong with it. It's not weird at all. Guys, don't we all have a best friend? And don't you and your best friend have a written, strict set of rules that you guys follow to maintain your friendship? And isn't one of them, don't fuck my brother? Do not have sex with my brother! Of course, so see, I don't know what the problem is.
Just
don't end up grinding coochies with my brother, or I'll literally never talk to you again.
Grinding coochies? What the? Ugh. All right, you know what? Just for that, that's it. I am making the video. The Kissing Booth is a bad movie. This movie starts off with way too much exposition. Instead of a normal movie where you sort of naturally learn about the characters as the story progresses, the movie decides to just dump the main character Elle's entire life story on you in like 3 minutes.
Look at that cute baby. That's me, Elle Evans. And the smelly, less cute baby right next to me, that's my best friend Lee.
Okay, Elle and Lee are best friends. Good to know.
For as long as I can remember, Lee and I have absolutely loved to dance.
Okay, they like dancing at the arcade.
First Christmas I remember I was 6. I got a Barbie dance party. Lee got a scooter. Broke my leg riding Lee's scooter.
Okay, Lee got a scooter and you broke your leg. Actually, should I be writing this down?
Learned how to ride a bike. Learned how to swim.
Okay, she knows how to swim? I feel like I would have just assumed she knew how to swim.
Got my first bra. Discovered I like soccer. Discovered a way to get to our favorite place to dance.
Okay, all right, okay. I think it's too much information, right? There's no way all of this information is necessary right at the beginning of the movie. It's not. It's almost all unnecessary information, actually. And by the time I finished watching this intro, I felt like I had already watched like 10 movies. I still have to watch another movie after this. I've watched like 3 people grow up from being a baby. Before the movie even starts, you watch Elle's mom slowly die in the hospital.
Sat with mom in the hospital. Said goodbye to my mom.
Damn.
Told her all about Noah. Watched Noah ride his motorcycle for the first time.
Oh, hell yeah. Mom or motorcycle? I think we came out all right on that deal. Did we need to see the mom die? Did that have to happen? They barely reference it in the rest of the movie. Did they have to just rapid fire through that? I guess it gives you a reason in the movie, like right off the bat, to be rooting for Elle, because you've seen her go through some hard times. I guess later on in the movie, if you ever start to feel like she's being an asshole, the movie can be like, hey, well, her mom died, all right? So take it easy with the judging, okay? Pretty much all you need to know from the intro of this movie is that Elle and Lee are best friends. You know because they pretty much have the same letters in their name. And Elle has a crush on Lee's older brother, Noah. Noah is established as being irrationally angry and violent in the intro as well, so what's not to love?
And that's me today. Savoring the last fleeting moments of summer at Lee's totally awesome house.
How do they go through that long-ass intro and never once explain why Lee lives in like a $50 million mansion in LA? We learned so much we didn't need to know, and they don't explain like the very first thing I have a question about when the movie starts. Hold up, why are his parents billionaires? We're just supposed to accept that? Elle ends the introduction narration and is like, well, other than that, I'm just a normal girl with some normal friends.
I know what you're thinking. Noah Flynn is stupid hot. Lee and I developed a list of friendship rules. Lee was responsible for rule number 9, which specifically states relatives of your best friend are totally off limits.
So there's those rules I was talking about. They have this list of rules that they can never break because they're the things holding their friendship together, and one of them is, hey, do not have any romantic relationship with any of our relatives.
What an ass.
I know.
Hey, rule number 9, young lady.
Hey, don't fuck my brother. So Elle is clearly infatuated with Noah right from the start. I think we can all see that. Lee can see that. So you might think, damn, they have just a few rules in their friendship and Elle is not able to follow them. What a jerk. And 1, you haven't even seen the half of it, dude. If you think this is bad, what do you think the rest of this movie's about? And 2, easy with the judging, dude, all right? Her mother passed away. I do find it interesting that the rule says, like, no dating either of our relatives. This rule was clearly made just to keep Elle away from Noah. Elle's only immediate family in this entire movie is her dad, who's like 50, and her brother, who was probably like 2 when they made these rules up. Her mother, I don't know if you know this, but she unfortunately did pass away, so she is not in the picture anymore. So did Lee propose this rule being like, hey, so, if you stay away from my brother, then I, a child, won't fuck your dad. Deal? One day while getting ready for school, Elle rips her pants and has to wear the only other option that the uniform allows, which is her skirt, which is a little bit too short for her comfort, and she ends up getting groped by a jock. Luckily, Noah, who we've established as being very violent, jumps in to beat the shit out of the jock. And this sets Elle and Noah's love story into motion.
No one should treat a girl like that, especially if that girl's you.
Me?
Yeah, it's like those guys who are trying to get in my little sister's pants. which is super gross.
So Noah is the main love interest in this story, and they start out by establishing that Noah sees Elle as a little sister to him. Pretty interesting. And I do wonder how they're gonna get around that if he is to be her love interest in this movie. So the reason this movie is called Kissing Booth is because Elle and Lee run the dance club at their school, which they never actually show, but I think it just consists of them going to the arcade and playing Dance Dance Revolution, which, if so, is a sick idea for a club. But their school is having a carnival, and their dance club has to come up with like a fundraiser to do at the carnival.
Okay, do you think Mia would like this one? Because I think it makes my eyes pop, and I really want to kiss her at this party on Friday.
I really think Mia knows who you are? She's a varsity cheerleader. Basically, the only way that she'd ever make out with you is if you paid for it.
Kissing Booth! Oh, shit! I love how they both say it at the same time. That's such a specific suggestion. It's almost as if they've done this before, and they think of Kissing Booth as like the solution to every problem. Her mom was in the hospital earlier, and Elle's like, damn, if only we could heal my mom with some kind of Kissing Booth! The doctor's like, you two need to get the fuck out of here. Obviously, that was the first thing we tried. Before Elle and Noah can get together, though, we need to find a little bit more out about Noah. Like, who is this main love interest? We know that he's violent, which is awesome. But the movie also has to show us how manipulative he is. You see, it all starts with Elle exploring some other love options at school. For example, the man that groped her earlier. Turns out he wants to go on a date with Elle, he wants to get her number, but he ends up standing her up, or so it seemed.
Flynn told me that it wouldn't be smart if I showed up for our date tonight.
Oh, sorry. So Noah goes by Flynn for some reason. Like, all of his friends call him Flynn. So when they're talking about Flynn, they're talking about Noah. Just so that makes sense.
And it's not just me. He's been going around telling all the guys not to ask you out for a while now.
What? What? Okay, so not only does Noah see Elle as a little sister, but he's also like manipulative as hell and scary. I'm gonna beat up anyone that talks to you and threaten anyone that looks at you. And it's not because I want you. It's because I think you're gross. You're like a little sister to me, babe.
What?
Shit, now he's gonna kill me.
You can't tell him I told you.
Why do you care?
No boobs are worth a broken nose.
I don't know why that dialogue sounds like it was written by like a 40-year-old man. Hey, bud, no boobs is worth a broken nose, I'll tell you that. So she gets so mad that she decides to call Noah and like tell him off, and he's just like sitting around naked at his desk, almost like he was waiting for her to call. This man is insane. This is an insane man.
You realize that you're not my dad, right?
Look, you still got a lot to learn, kiddo.
He calls her kiddo? Gross. Lock this man up immediately. You still got a lot to learn, kiddo. Like, for example, how fucking crazy I am. You have no idea. You have no fucking clue. But you're gonna learn today. I'm naked, baby. The Flynns are a very controlling family, aren't they? Like, in Elle's friendship with Lee, he's made all these rules that he has to follow. Like, don't fuck my brother. And now Noah has rules like, don't fuck anybody else. It's an entire family where they're like, hey, who are you gonna fuck? Who is that? Who is that? Don't fuck him. Fuck me. No, don't fuck me. That's not allowed. So the kissing booth is coming up, but Elle is having a little bit of trouble getting people to volunteer to work at the kissing booth, obviously, because that sounds gross as hell.
Need peeps to work our kissing booth. You in?
No thanks. I'd rather be a customer. Not in this lifetime, girl. Never gonna happen. You're kidding.
It seems like she started texting people that don't even go to her school. This guy? This like bald middle-aged man? Is that a teacher? Whoever he is, he thinks that it's hysterical that she would even ask. She's got Abraham Lincoln in here, Frida Kahlo. This girl has quite the contacts list. I do respect Abe for his honesty though. You know, I guess that is what he was known for. But I understand his reservations. He has not had good luck with booths in the past. After a few more uncomfortable scenes of Noah protecting Elle from herself, it's time for the kissing booth. Since they're short on volunteers, when it comes time to actually do the kissing booth, Elle ends up having to step up to the plate, and Noah, our sweet, violent Noah, decides, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going in.
Swimming in stars.
Okay, so they didn't get around the whole little sister thing. Cool, very cool. Right on, guys, rock on. They kiss, sparks are flying, literally. Like, the lights on the sign start exploding. It's like this is a moment from Stranger Things when Elle is using all her powers. Lee's like, that's why I made the rule! You've unleashed his powers! No!
And get this, I even wound up kissing your brother.
What?
It's for charity, right?
Yeah. Just don't end up grinding coochies with my brother, or I'll literally never talk to you again.
Grinding coochies. Yeah, cool, man. Anyways, time to run home. Ah, what a lovely day for a run. It's only 12 miles, and this is a pretty normal thing for someone to do.
As I ran home, I wondered if our kiss meant anything to Noah. If I meant anything.
After he physically threatened any mortal man with a vague interest in you and then kissed you so hard that the lights exploded? I don't know, El. I don't really think you're on his radar.
How about a ride? Come on, Shelly. You know my mom will kill me if I leave you out here.
Yeah, El, he's just doing it because his mom would kill him if he didn't. So just get on his motorcycle, let him take you to his sex gazebo. That's right, baby. Noah's got a sex gazebo. And apparently he takes a lot of girls there.
Security.
Oh my god!
Why was that initial voice so low? Security. It's like a monster.
Security here! You must answer these 3 riddles or I will eat you!
Is that you, Flynn? I thought I told you not to bring girls around here anymore.
Oh, is that just Noah? Locked another girl in your fuck shed, huh? Let me guess, he made the lights explode for you too. All right, guys, that's enough. Get out of here. So they end up not talking for a while after that. Elle is pretty pissed because she feels like just another one of Noah's hookup girls, you know? But you guys know Noah, man. You can't stay mad at him for long because he'll find you. You know? He'll find you.
You know what you need? Hot tub. Come on.
Oh, no, that's okay, Warren.
Come on, Evans, it'll be nice.
No, Warren, it's
Evans,
okay.
come on.
Warren?
Don't make me beg.
Warren, I'm not
Come on.
feeling well. Warren,
I said no, Warren.
Where the fuck did he come from? Was he just lurking beneath the sand to jump out?
Don't make me beg.
Ah, she said no! Leave her alone. Noah's a really confusing character in this movie because they kind of portray him as this like popular guy that gets all the girls. Whenever he's not talking to Elle, he's like making out with some other girl or like talking to the popular cheerleader girls or whatever. But he like, other than that, doesn't seem to have any friends or like a social group. The only time he interacts with the other guys in his grade is to threaten them, apparently. For this entire party, before this happens, they just show him kind of like lurking alone in a corner until something happens to Elle and then he goes goblin mode, which apparently she's pretty into.
Elle, wait! Please get in the car, Elle. Get in the car, Elle!
I mean, how can you say no to that? After that, she takes him back, of course, and they go up to the Hollywood sign to talk, and then they grind coochies or whatever.
How many girls have you made out with in this spot?
I only come here alone. Until now.
The Hollywood sign at night. You guys ever been to the Hollywood sign at night? Great place to make out. Great place to get eaten by coyotes, too. I feel like a lot of people don't realize the Hollywood sign's like in the middle of a nature preserve. I think there's like mountain lions and shit up there. A coyote comes out from behind the Hollywood sign and is like, fucking by the Hollywood sign again, huh, Noah? This man's got some game. All right, guys, get out of here. I'm gonna have to eat your asses. I love that his secret spot to come and be alone is the Hollywood sign. Yeah, don't worry. I know a little place where we can be alone. It's called Times Square. We'll have a little more privacy up there. From there, their relationship blossoms. They go on dates all over town. They're sneaking around, trying to make sure Lee doesn't catch them. Nothing to see here, just 2 people with popcorn buckets for heads.
So, Ivy League school, huh?
It's not a big deal.
Which school?
Harvard?
Are you shitting me?
Yeah, well, his parents are billionaires, so it's not that amazing. They probably just like bought a new building or something, you know? Well, it looks like they're doing a pretty good job of not getting caught by Lee.
Hey, Noah, have you seen Elle?
Shit.
What's going on in here? Jesus, what happened to your face?
Oh, I had an accident and Noah offered to help.
Did you do that to her?
Okay, I know that Noah's violent, but like, come on. Did you do that to her? Yeah, dude, your friend came over and for no fucking reason, I just punched her square in the face and then immediately sat down facing her to start cleaning the wound.
Hey, no. It's Lee. I'm fine. I tripped in the garage and I was looking for you.
You really expect me to believe that she just tripped? Get a clue!
No, she expects you to believe that. She's the one that said it. Oh, you tripped in the garage? You expect me to believe that? He's like, I don't fucking know. Dude, I wasn't there.
I swear to God, if you laid a hand on that,
Hey, stop, Noah! Stop!
I'm digging this kind of like Hulk Black Widow vibe they've got going on here. This little, stop, this isn't you. She's like Chris Pratt in Jurassic World with the velociraptors. Hey, I raised you from a baby, it's me, all right? Calm down. You can't be violent if I'm here and you can see that I'm here. Easy. So Elle takes Lee downstairs to talk for a little bit, but she doesn't come clean, and Lee still isn't sure if something is up. So when Elle sneaks back up into Noah's room, Lee bursts in again and catches them kissing. Elle, did you not learn your lesson the first time? Lee busts in through doors. You're in his house. It just happened.
Unbelievable.
Wait, no, Lee, wait, no, stay here, please. Let me handle this.
Kind of feels like I just watched the same scene twice. It even ends with her being like, hey, it's me, stay.
She has no clue what she's gotten herself into with you. This is bullshit. You're acting like a hurt little bitch.
Noah, get off of it!
Noah's like, I would get off of him if Elle was here, but I can't see her right now, and I can't see who's telling me to stop, so I'm gonna fucking kill him! There's a lot of fallout from this interaction. Noah, like, skips town for a few days, and Lee doesn't want to talk to her anymore. Eventually, Noah comes back, and instead of coming to see Elle first, he goes to see Elle's dad to kind of, like, ask for advice and ask if it's okay if they date.
Where have you been, Noah?
The actor who plays the dad feels like he's from a completely different movie. Everyone else in this movie are these like beautiful, like model actors. This guy looks like he's from like a crime drama or something. He's a lot more like rough and rugged. He's very sour and sad. I guess his wife did just die, but that's pretty much seems like his entire character. He's not even like wearing the same type of clothes as the other characters. There's another scene where like all the other adults are wearing these like nice suits and he looks like he just like rolled out of bed. Everyone else in this movie's like, what are we gonna do? We gotta not break rule number 9 and oh, this is so hot and fun and sexy. And he's like, every night I stare at my reflection and I don't know who I am anymore. Every time I look into your eyes, I see my dead wife.
I can't say I support the two of you. I can't. But it's gotta be Elle's choice.
The dad's basically like, honestly, I don't care. You're not asking to date me, are you? I'm basically in my own movie over here, so I don't know why you even came to ask me. He looks like a detective in a gritty crime thriller. I don't know about you dating Elle, but I am investigating a series of murders that have taken place in a gazebo nearby. You wouldn't happen to know anything about that, would you? All right, Elle and Lee eventually make up and become friends again, but Elle doesn't want to take Noah back because it's just made everything so complicated in their friendship.
Why should I?
Because I love you.
I love you, Elle. I mean, you're my little sis. How could I not? So Noah decides, okay, Elle doesn't want me anymore. I'm just gonna leave for college tonight. I'm gonna head there right now. But Elle decides she wants to make up with him. And at their big summer birthday bash, that's like a costume party, Lee finally comes around and decides, you know what? You can date him, fine. He's going away to college. You'll probably never see him again anyway. So sure, I'll allow it now.
I have to find him, like now.
It's okay, I'll help you find him, okay? Meet you outside 5.
So Elle and Lee set off to go find Noah.
Thank you for doing this, by the way. Gotta find him and tell him how I feel.
You just did.
Oh my god. What did you do to Lee, you monster? Also, how long have they been in the car? I swear they've been in the car for like 5 minutes. How did she not notice? Was he just sitting there silently the whole time? And he's like 8 feet tall. How did she not notice? I'm just trying to picture this. So Elle gets in the car. Noah's already sitting there completely silent in a Batman costume. They pull out. He says nothing. He's just sitting there. Something doesn't add up. And by something, I mean the whole movie. Anyways, the movie ends with him going to college. Yeah, he doesn't stick around. He just goes to college and that's how the movie ends. Doesn't that suck? They don't even get to go on like a real date as a real couple. He just goes to college and then the movie ends. All right, well, that concludes our time together today. You guys, thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you're new here and you're not subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe and turn on my notifications to join Greg. Greg is what I call my subscribers on YouTube. So if you want to join Greg, just hit that subscribe button and hit that notification button. And then before you know it, your name will be legally changed to Greg. All right, I'll see you guys next time. Thank you. Bye-bye. Scamming people is wrong. But sometimes people who scam other people get really creative, and it is objectively interesting at the very least to see what unique and innovative ways they come up with to scam other people. I would obviously be happier if they would use their creative mind to just come up with an ethical way to make money, but you know, it's entertaining to watch at the very least. It's like a heist movie, you know? I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. but I want to watch it. So today we're going to be looking at some of the most creative / interesting scams, starting with a manager at a Pennsylvania Wendy's invented a fake employee and pocketed wages of $20,000, police said. She manually clocked the ghost employee in and out for 128 shifts, police said. Also, welcome back to the second channel. This is my second channel. It's where I like to get a little bit goofier and wackier, so just go ahead and crack open a sparkling water and enjoy. This is creative. I admire their creativity. I am honestly surprised that I've never heard of this happening before. This actually seems kind of obvious. It's almost so obvious it makes me wonder, why did they stop there with one fake employee? If they did this with 5 fake employees, that would have been 100 grand they made. I guess a chance that Wendy's maybe would have caught on earlier if they had that many employees. They'd be like, why does it say every shift there were like 20 people working? I don't think that many people could even fit back there. So let's see here, $20,000 for 128 shifts. Let's do some math on that. So that would be 156 shifts. Divide that by 8 hours per shift, and that's $19 an hour. Come to think of it, that's probably how Wendy's found out that this was going on. They were like, wait, why are we paying someone $19 an hour? We don't do that. Yeah, $13 to $16 per year? Shouldn't that say per hour? No wonder she had to invent a fake employee, dude. She makes $13 a year. I like how they say she invented a fake employee. It kind of makes it sound like the employee was some kind of robot that was actually roaming around the premises. She brought in like an old refurbished Chuck E. Cheese animatronic, and everyone was like, what the fuck is that? She's like, oh, this is Garrett. He's new here. You probably haven't met him yet. Everyone say hi to Garrett. Garrett's making more than everyone there. But the employee, it turns out, was not a robot. It was a ghost. Okay, so here's an article about this whole situation. Former Wendy's manager Linda Johnson, who invented a ghost employee named William Bright, clocked a fake employee in and out for shifts so she could pocket the wages. Johnson, who worked in Pennsylvania, has now been charged with theft by deception. That's gotta be like the most accurate name for a crime I've ever heard. That's exactly what's going on. Sometimes the names of crimes are a little bit out there, like Grand Theft Auto. What's so grand about stealing a car? But theft by deception, that's pretty cut and dry. She lied and she stole. She ate hot chip and lied. After a criminal case was brought against Johnson, she then went missing, and her whereabouts were unknown as police released an appeal to the public for any information regarding her whereabouts. Missing, huh? What if the article after this was like, on an unrelated note, Wendy's has found a new manager to fill her position, and she actually looks exactly like Linda Johnson, but she's wearing a mustache. Her name is Binda Bonson. Authorities are hard at work still looking for Linda. Johnson's crime was posted to social media as people gave their opinion of her illegal methods. One person commented, commending the former manager. I'm not gonna lie, this is smart as hell. You can't even be mad at her. 128 shifts without anyone noticing. This new employee is insane. LMAO. Yeah, I mean, at that point, if it took them that long to notice that there was a fake employee, it honestly sounds like she deserves the money in a sense, because all of the work of that employee was getting done. Like, Wendy's would have been fine with it, paying an extra person, if there really was an extra person, meaning that there was an extra amount of work getting done, one would suppose. So, I don't know. It sounds like Linda wanted to be putting in twice as much work, and she just needed a method, albeit an illegal one, to do that. Okay, I would say that was a decent scam. Honestly, I don't even know if I would describe it as a scam, because usually I feel like scams are targeted towards a specific person. It's almost like organization scamming a person. This was person scamming organization. I guess I would describe it more as a theft by deception. That would be a good term for it. And this next one might be a similar situation. It's called false change of address moved UPS headquarters to Chicago apartment.
United Parcel Service's headquarters may be in Atlanta, Georgia, but for almost 3 months, hundreds, possibly thousands of pieces of its corporate mail were delivered to a small, unassuming garden apartment in Chicago's Rogers Park neighborhood.
Sure, a lot of people are wondering. This is very unusual.
Unusual and raises a lot of questions, Rob and Erica.
It does raise a lot of questions. First, I didn't know that UPS stood for, what is it, United Parcel Service?
United Parcel Services.
Why start off the video that way? You know, we all know it is UPS. It just seems crazy to intro the video with like the full version of the acronym that most people probably don't know. Like if I told you I was gonna go drop off a package at the United Parcel Service, I think you would assume I was like traveling back in time to the 1800s or something. I'm gonna go tie my parcel to a pigeon's leg. and send it off. Anyway, small gripe. The other surprising thing, of course, about this is that somebody changed UPS's headquarters address to their own apartment. You know, I'll have to wait and watch the rest of the video to try to figure this out, but to me, this doesn't even seem like someone was trying to steal or scam. It almost seems like something you wouldn't think you could do, and so it kind of sounds like they were just doing it just to see if they could.
It began with a simple unauthorized change of address form made out by a Chicago man.
Unauthorized? That's weird. I would have thought it would have been authorized, actually. I would have thought UPS would be totally fine with this, but I guess they've just changed. I guess they're not the United Parcel Service I once knew back in the Civil War era.
Apartment 2 in Rogers Park. A federal affidavit states it became UPS's new corporate headquarters address in October, after the man who lives inside simply filled out a change of address form at a post office.
Wait, is that him? Is he not in jail? This seems like a very illegal thing to do. I like that they're like, this is really crazy, definitely illegal. Anyway, let's go hang out with him.
The allegations are that UPS's mail was coming here because you switched the corporate headquarters address to your apartment.
Those are the allegations, correct.
Interesting. Not a bad defense, honestly. Sir, you are alleged to have done this. How do you plead? Correct. I'm sorry? I plead correct. Yes, that is the accusation. Am I free to go now? Can I go back to my apartment? Shit, yeah, I guess so. I am really thrown for a loop by this situation. They literally just went and knocked on his door to talk to him. You know, usually someone has like a lawyer talking for them, or they say like, we reached out for comment, but they haven't said anything. This guy's just like, yeah, come over, we can talk about it.
Have authorities talked to you? Have they interviewed you?
Yeah.
When did they search your apartment?
It was probably in January or February, one or the other.
January or February, and this was uploaded in April. So it seems like this whole situation really isn't getting to this guy. He hasn't been arrested. Months went by, and he's like an open book about it. He's like, yeah, they came by, took all my stuff, but I'm still here. Actually, I'm starting to think that there's more going on here than meets the eye. I'm starting to think that this guy actually is the CEO of UPS and he just doesn't want anybody to know. I'm starting to think he was actually right to change the address to his address. He is UPS.
The question then is, why wasn't it first flagged by the post office? A spokesperson says he can't comment.
Yeah, see, that's usually the response you get. They can't comment.
He can't comment.
But this dude was like, I can comment. Fuck it. I am UPS now. What do you want? Well, I think the answer to her question, though, is pretty obvious. Why didn't the United Postal Service do anything and flag it? Because they hate UPS, all right? They're competitors. They're rivals. They were probably happy to see some guy cashing UPS's checks. They might have been in cahoots with this guy. All right, we got an article about this situation. As federal crimes go, this one seems to have been ridiculously easy to pull off. If it even was pulled off at all, which I actually still don't know. Deshaun Henderson Spruce submitted a U.S. Postal Service change of address form on October 26, 2017, according to court documents. He requested changing a corporation's mailing address from an address in Atlanta to the address of his apartment on Chicago's north side. It really is a confusing situation because, like, if this was going on for months, did UPS not notice that they weren't getting any mail for months? You'd think for a company that's whole thing is mail, they would notice when they don't get any mail for months. And also all of the checks that they're supposed to be getting aren't coming. Is no one looking into that? The U.S. Postal Service corrected the issue and the USPS postal inspector is investigating the incident. Speaking of the U.S. Postal Service, here comes the mailman and my dogs are barking. They hate that guy. If I had to take anything away from that one, I would say I am surprised if he fully knew that he could get away with that, because that just seems so far-fetched. I feel like no one would even try it because you would just assume, like, of course that's not gonna work. But he had the gall, he had the gumption, he had the go-getter attitude, he had all the G words. And furthermore, I admire him for that. Okay, next one. Man stole $122 million from Facebook and Google by simply sending them random bills, which they paid. The top response is not really theft, to be honest. So, whereas the first one was theft and deception, I gotta say, I think this one just might be deception. Doesn't sound like he was stealing anything. The company was willingly paying him, and he was lying, which is wrong. He was doing something unethical, but also, Google and Facebook, you gotta check and make sure that you're not just paying somebody for no reason. This does again seem like one of those things that nobody would ever try because you would assume that somebody is checking to make sure that you actually did something for them when they're paying you. This is like going to someone's house and being like, all right, you can pay me for mowing your lawn now. Meanwhile, their grass is like overgrown. You don't even have a lawnmower. They didn't ask you to mow their lawn and they're like, sure, how much should I pay you? $122 million? I wonder what the bills were for. I feel like there had to have been some tact in crafting those bills in terms of like what service he was supposedly providing for Facebook and Google. Like he must have been somewhat knowledgeable at least about what goes on inside of Facebook and Google. Because like I wouldn't even know what to submit a bill for. Like, hey Google, pay me for the website? I made the website. You can pay me now. Maybe every time there's like a logo redesign or something, he bills them for it and he's like, I designed that actually. Pay up. $122 million is insane. On one hand, I'm like, why didn't you stop at like $10 million? Like, that's more than enough money. You could have quit while you were ahead and gotten off scot-free, dude. But now, you are stuck with Scott, unfortunately. But on the other hand, I'm like, it's kind of crazy that Google and Facebook could even afford to lose $121 million before noticing. So in that regard, I'm kind of like, they didn't really need that money, did they? While you're at it, Google and Facebook, go ahead and give me some of that money too if you don't. A man pleads guilty to stealing $100 million from Google and Facebook by sending them fake invoices. See, there's your problem. You pleaded guilty. You're supposed to just say, those are the allegations. It's sort of the, I know you are, but what am I of the legal system. A Lithuanian man who duped Google and Facebook into transferring over $100 million into accounts he controlled has pleaded guilty to wire fraud. Wire fraud. So not even deception? No theft or deception? Mr. Rimasakis and his unnamed associates, ooh, that's kind of mysterious, were posing as Quanta Computer, a hardware company based in Taiwan that has done business with Facebook and Google, Reuters reported. Oh, okay, so he was posing as a real company, but he just wasn't really involved in the company. Oh, look at this ad. Facebook birthday, 15 defining moments for the social network. I like that the picture is Mark Zuckerberg. It just makes it seem like this ad thinks that his name is Facebook. Everybody wish Facebook a happy birthday. Look how happy he is here. Rimasakis thought he could hide behind a computer screen halfway across the world while he conducted his fraudulent scheme. I mean, he was like kind of right though. He did get away with it for a long, long time. I think that if he had just cut his losses earlier, he could have hid behind a computer screen and conducted his fraudulent scheme. But alas, he is probably in prison now. And what he did was wrong. We can all admit lying, scheming, stealing is wrong, but thank you for the giggles. Is there truth behind the Bristol Zoo parking attendant myth? For 25 years, a man worked as an attendant at Bristol Zoo's car park, collecting £1 for every car parked. One day he didn't show up for work and the zoo asked Bristol City Council who they thought the man was employed by where he was. But the council didn't employ anyone for their role as the car park belonged to the zoo. Instead, the enterprising individual running the car park had made enough money to retire abroad. Wow. Okay. This is kind of similar to the Wendy's ghost employee situation, but the ghost employee was real. Granted, he wasn't actually a ghost, he was just an employee. He was self-employed. He's an entrepreneur. It's a well-known tale. I wouldn't say so. I've never heard it. Circulating by word of mouth and in more recent years via social media. However, it now seems there could be truth to the urban myth. Okay, here's a Reddit post about it too. It says, for 25 years, the parking fees were managed by a very pleasant attendant. The fees for cars were $1.40, for buses, $7. Then one day, after 25 years of never missing a day of work, he just didn't show up. 25 years? Just give him the job at that point, honestly. Like, he works there. Especially because, like, when he didn't show up for work, they were like, we need somebody. Like, they were depending on this guy. I almost wonder if this was one of those situations where, like, they did kind of have an agreement, but they just wanted it to be kind of under the table, so they were like, look, we're not going to put you on the payroll, but keep doing what you're doing. Park those cars, baby. Meanwhile, sitting in his villa somewhere on the coast of Spain or France or Italy is a man who'd apparently had a ticket machine installed completely on his own, then had simply begun to show up every day, commencing to collect and keep the parking fees estimated about $560 per day for 25 years. Assuming 7 days a week, this amounts to just over $7 million, and no one even knows his name. $7 million? That's insane, dude. I was not expecting that much, but I guess if he retired abroad, like, he must have been rich. How do you come up with these cockamamie schemes, dude? I need a cockamamie scheme. Also, sorry if you can hear the very loud lawn mowing equipment outside of my window. I chose a very inopportune time to film this video, man, I'll be honest. But there is a Snopes article about this. Let's see if this might be true. What does Snopes say? False! Ah, fuck! The article's like, he didn't really make $7 million. He actually made $100 million. Well, if this isn't true, dude, I want to try this. If I can make $560 in a day just parking cars, if YouTube ever stops working out, man, you know where I'll be. I'll be at the Bristol Zoo. Parking cars. All right, guys, well, thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye. After MGK released his song Emo Girl and then followed it up by appearing in a bunch of insane interviews with Megan Fox talking about their love life, I think we're pretty good on MGK for a while. We don't need any more music. We don't need any more public appearances. We're good. We don't need to know any more about MGK's personal life. And folks, I think MGK finally took notice and he listened. He said, all right, look, guys, I get it. No more music, no more interviews. I'm gonna take some time and I'm going to release a stoner comedy movie instead. So he hunkered down and he wrote and directed this movie, Good Morning, which currently has a 0% on Rotten Tomatoes. We got a good thing going here. 2 movies in a row with 0% on Rotten Tomatoes. What's the opposite of a Renaissance man? You know how people, when people can like act and sing and direct, like Donald Glover, people call him a Renaissance man. MGK is like a Dark Ages man. MGK is a medieval man. Also, sorry if I sound sick. Sorry. The moment this movie starts, MGK, aka his character London Clash, gets kind of a weird good morning text from his girlfriend Apple.
Who's texting me? Oh, it's Apple.
The text say, I wish I didn't have to do this through text, and then good morning, but she spells morning with a U. Now you might think that this would make London a little bit confused, but then realize, oh, it's just a typo. And you'd be right. He does have both of those thoughts. The problem with this movie is that the entire movie takes place between those two things happening. This entire movie is about MGK being confused about what those texts meant. Before he gets too concerned, he has to Google what morning with a U means. He's like, my fans are probably young enough that both of their grandparents are still alive. I should probably explain what morning is.
Well, today should be interesting.
Yeah, they let you know right away that this movie was written by a millennial. Well, today's gonna be kind of weird. MGK wrote the entire movie like this. So this just happened. Yeah, so the conflict at the beginning of this movie is that London thinks that Apple is breaking up with him. That text was a breakup text. Sorry to have to do this through text. Good morning, as in like happy morning our relationship. What kind of person is Apple that he assumes the text good morning means have a good time with your depression now? Look, this relationship isn't working. We're just growing apart. I just feel like you need to have a happy morning now. A happy grieving to you, good sir. When they introduce this character, she better be like wearing a top hat and carrying around a cane. It's gonna make a lot more sense when that happens.
Good morning, good morning.
Today might suck, guys. I'm adulting today. All right, guys, it's time to attend the MGK School of Acting. You're about to step into an ice-cold shower. How do you react when the water hits your body? Shiver! Grab your arms to make yourself warm. Okay, those are good answers. Let's ask Professor Gun Kelly. Ooh, sorry, you guys all get Fs. Your punishment? You have to look at MGK's ass. That is just horrendous. I never wanted to see that.
You know why it sucks when you're going through it with your partner?
You're not going through it with your partner. She sent you one understandable typo, dude. Everything's fine. You're fine.
Yo, does this look like a breakup text to you, or am I tripping? Yes.
Yeah, dude, take it from the weirdest looking man you've ever seen who falls asleep in his cereal mid-conversation. That's a breakup text. I don't mean to shame this man's appearance. I think Cody Ko looks great here. This is Cody Ko if TMG made hyperpop music. This man has never sent a normal text in his life. I'm surprised he wasn't like, no, that's about as incoherent and cryptic as I usually am in my text. You're probably fine. His friend is clearly sick. At the beginning of the scene, he throws up on the microwave, and at the end of the scene, he drowns in his cereal bowl, and MGK leaves him to die. MGK, your friend is sick. Help him. And so am I. Goddamn. Also, just like a fun little continuity note, at the beginning of this scene, there wasn't a water bottle on the table, and then at the end of the scene, there is. So, that's probably why this movie has a 0% on Rotten Tomatoes. Ass continuity. I'm a stickler for details.
Meet Kennedy.
Uh-oh, guys. Megan Fox is here, and she's not like other girls. Megan Fox plays a girl named Kennedy, who's actually not the main love interest in this movie. Her character is actually lesbian, and at the beginning of this movie, MGK explains how, like, she hates boys, but she lives with all these boys, and so she's moving out, which MGK explains right after he forgets his line.
It's in rice.
come on, you got it, dude. You wrote the movie, you should know it.
Please don't move out.
Yes, he did it! He remembered. It's a pretty long line. I'll cut him some slack. Throughout the beginning of the movie, they're constantly introducing new characters, and every character in this movie has some kind of weird quirk. This friend, like, did too many drugs at a music festival, and now he's kind of loopy. This guy is always throwing water balloons at people. This guy, like, smokes a lot of weed. It seems like MGK wrote this movie with just a bunch of crazy, weird characters, because the only, like, joke that he can think of to put in this movie is another character saying something weird or dumb and him just kind of looking at them being like, that was kind of weird or dumb.
Mercury is in Everglades.
It's retrograde, Leo.
Every time he introduces a new character, there's narration that explains what the weird quirk about these characters are.
This is Angel. Meet Maxine Goldberg.
But they kind of don't like explain really what I want to know about these characters.
This is Dylan. I met him when he was working at In-N-Out and he used to hook me up with free burgers and shakes. He's been my boy ever since.
We don't care that he used to work at In-N-Out. That is so irrelevant. Please tell us why he's so sick. Why is he throwing up and passing out? That's more interesting. The reason that London Clash is so rich and cool that he lives in Rice Gum's house is that he is an actor. So throughout the movie, he's doing actor type things. Like he films this self-audition tape. I don't really know what he's auditioning for. It kind of seems like he's auditioning for everything and also nothing all at once.
Okay, this is my impersonation of Draco Malfoy looking for drugs.
Where's the pot, Potter?
I don't like Draco very much.
Honestly, this scene is pretty sad. I felt bad watching it. They don't explain what he's supposed to be auditioning for in this self-tape, but whatever it is, Jake Novak has a better chance of getting the role.
I want to be the next SNL cast member.
Now here's where the movie prevents the second conflict. That's right, this movie has two conflicts. The first is he gets that text with the typo, but the second is that today he has the biggest audition of his career. And no, it wasn't that self-tape audition. I guess they just kind of threw that in for goofs. He's auditioning to be the next Batman.
I'm still waiting to hear from my agent about this Batman role.
So, throughout the movie, London is faced with two equally important problems. The first, he has to prepare for the most life-changing, career-making audition of his life. And the second is that he's having a little bit of trouble getting a hold of his girlfriend. The stakes can't get much higher than this, folks. But Danny, can't he just prepare for the audition and then try to get a hold of his girlfriend later that day or tomorrow at the latest? No! They could be dead tomorrow, especially that one guy. He could die any second. They have to do both of them today. This movie kind of feels like a Lele Pons YouTube skit from like 2017, but instead of like 10 minutes long, it's an hour and a half long. From the sound effects to the uncomfortable silence between every spoken line in this movie.
Why would you give me goat milk?
I watched an interview. You said you like goat milk.
I can't tell if they're using the awkward silence for like comedic effect to like really hammer home that like, these guys are kind of weird. Or if the silence is more just because nobody knows their lines very well. There's another option that they added in all these pauses in the movie because we're supposed to be laughing at the things that they're saying in the movie. So they added in nice little pauses for us to laugh.
She left with the dude?
A buff dude. And they had bags. And yes, they left together.
In fact, it kind of feels like, have you ever seen people who have edited The Big Bang Theory so that it doesn't have the laugh track to show how like bad all of the jokes are?
Who are you?
Oh, I'm Denise, the new assistant manager.
That's kind of what this movie feels like.
Are your eyes all watery?
Because I'm high.
That's way better. Bazunga. It's so fitting that this movie feels like a bad YouTube video from 5 years ago because I'm pretty sure they filmed this at Rice Gum's old house. Did something happen in that house? Is there like a curse? 100 years ago, one of Hollywood's earliest YouTubers died in that house and now all the content that's created there is cursed to be mad disappointing. Okay, so now they got to investigate what's happened to Apple. London's phone is broken, so he can't contact her, so the only thing he can do is go looking for her. So he goes to the last place she was seen and talks to Pete Davidson.
Did you see Apple?
Yeah, she was just here like 2 minutes ago.
Did she say where she was going?
You know what? She did. She actually... No, are you fucking crazy? You guys never talk to me. I mean, the only reason you know my name is because it's on my name tag. Right there. B-E-R-R-Y. Barry.
Pete Davidson feels like he's not really invested in this movie at all. He breaks the fourth wall a little bit too much in this movie. He reads his name tag like he's making fun of the fact that it doesn't say Pete Davidson. He's like, Barry. That's not my real name. My real name's Pete. It's funny because I'm very clearly Pete Davidson and not some guy named Barry who works at a valet stand. There's also a scene later on in the movie where he looks directly into the lens of the camera. I think they could have cut that out. Well, talking to Pete Davidson, sorry, Barry. It's just so funny that he's pretending to be Barry. Talking to Barry didn't get him any leads, so I guess that means now it's time to go to his audition. No, sorry. Sorry, he breaks into Apple's house to find clues?
Find clues, please.
Find clues of what? What might she have left lying around that would indicate whether she made a typo this morning or not? They find a bag of her fingers? She was missing her fingers this morning. That's why she fucked up the tags. Oh. We should probably call the police, right?
I'm not breaking into my girlfriend's house. Can't believe I'm breaking into my girlfriend's house.
Me neither, dude. Your life is pretty crazy. London Clash is so dumb. He makes the worst decisions at every move in this movie, okay? While they're in Apple's house, one of London's friends knocks over every single urn on the mantle and ashes go everywhere. And so they're like, oh shit, we have to put back the urns and then refill the ashes. But they're like, the only problem is, where are we supposed to find ashes? Where are we gonna find enough ashes to fill up these urns? But like, they didn't lose the ashes. They all just fell on the floor. They could just sweep them up and put them back in urns. It's like MGK was like constantly forgetting what previously happened in movies, and so the plot is being driven forward by things that just aren't problems. So anyway, as I said, this is a stoner comedy. You can probably guess the solution they think of to produce a bunch of ashes to fill back up the urns.
I'm a stoner.
Yep, they're gonna smoke a bunch of weed. Ah, bunch of weed. This movie's crazy. They're gonna smoke a bunch of weed. Well, at least this dumbass plan that doesn't make any sense is gonna result in like some crazy shit happening, right? Something funny's bound to happen now, right? Wrong. They just spend like 10 minutes having a boring ass smoke session on the couch. And then one of them tries to talk to a lobster. They really sat around writing this movie and were like, what's the craziest thing that could happen while we're high? And then settled on talking to a lobster. You know, since weed is legalized in a lot of places like California, where they filmed this, I feel like stoner comedies aren't nearly as like interesting or edgy as they used to be. You know, smoking used to be kind of like a fringe culture. It doesn't really feel like this is like, it's like that crazy or funny anymore. This is a scene of 4 adults sitting around a living room and obeying the law.
Why did you spell it like that?
It's a typo.
Oh my god, it was a typo all along? Who would have guessed that? So I guess now the movie can end now, right? The movie can't end now, right? The movie can end now, right? There's 30 minutes left in this movie? What the fuck is gonna happen? What are they gonna do for 30 more minutes? Sit at a diner, apparently. So you're probably wondering how they wrap this whole thing up, huh? MGK missed his audition, he's not getting the role. His girlfriend is pissed off at him. How are they gonna wrap this movie up? Some sort of grand gesture that wins over both the director and the girlfriend? No, obviously not. That would make too much sense. London Clash gets the role because the director happened to see an Instagram live stream where London Clash gets punched in the face by Dennis Rodman, and the director just assumes that London Clash did that because he wanted to like impress him or something. It's a whole other plot line that I didn't really go into in this video, but it doesn't make any sense in the movie either. So he's got the role, now the only thing left is to get the girl, which he does by sending her a text at the diner being like, can we talk? And she's like, sure. And so they're driving to meet each other. He's texting her the whole way. He's texting and driving, and they get into a car crash, and then they are both paralyzed. That face says it all. That just happened. That's the resolution. He almost murders her. Irresponsible. He was texting and driving and he almost murders his girlfriend, and that's how it ends. After the credits roll, there's like a fun little blooper reel where we get to see the actors like messing around and not knowing their lines very well, which would have been a lot more fun if I hadn't felt like I had just watched an hour and a half of exactly that. Well, folks, what do you think? From rapper to pop punk icon to writer, director, and actor extraordinaire, which do you think MGK did best? Leave it in the comments down below. What do you think he'll get up to next? It's anyone's guess at this point. Professional fencer? Or maybe like a chef? He'll start just making food. That might be kind of sick. And you know what? All he would need to get started is HelloFresh. America's #1 meal kit and the sponsor of this video. Guys, I love HelloFresh. They send you fresh, quality produce from the farm to your door in less than a week, so you can savor delicious summer flavors right from home. I love getting a HelloFresh box because you know what it means? It means I don't have to worry about what I'm gonna eat for dinner every night. I'm not gonna find myself driving to some fast food chain to get a quick meal because I know I've got a quality meal that I can whip up in like 35 minutes right at home. And I know it's gonna be tasty. I know it's gonna be healthy. If you're trying to stick to a particular health goal, HelloFresh has you covered because they have veggie options, fit and wholesome options, and pescatarian options. So HelloFresh fits a variety of lifestyles. Their plans are super flexible. You can pause 1 week if you want to. You can add more food 1 week if you want to. And even if you're on vacation, you can change the delivery address to deliver to your vacation destination. And then you can have home-cooked meals when you're at the family reunion. HelloFresh is the very first carbon-neutral meal kit company, and nearly all of their packaging is recyclable. They help cut down on food waste because they send you pre-portioned ingredients so you're only using what you need. So if you want to check out HelloFresh and have a flavorful summer, then head on over to HelloFresh.com. Use my code TrulyGreg16 for up to 16 free meals and 3 surprise gifts. That's HelloFresh.com. Thanks to HelloFresh for sponsoring this video. Thank you to you guys for checking out HelloFresh. Now I'm going to do the outro of this video. All right, you guys, thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're new here and you're not subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe and turn on my notifications to join Greg. Greg is what I call my audience here on YouTube. We're the biggest and happiest family on YouTube. That is a scientific fact. Please do not look it up. Please do not fact check me because facts don't care about your feelings and I don't care about facts. All right, I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Guys, Brad Pitt needs your help. Brad Pitt needs your help, guys. He's in trouble and he needs you. You need to send Brad Pitt hundreds of thousands of dollars right now. He needs you, guys. You have to save Brad Pitt. Did it work? Did you do it? Did you send Brad Pitt money? Well, if you didn't, then congratulations. You just passed a test that this woman did not.
A 53-year-old French woman says these images created with AI technology scammed her into forking over $850,000 to someone she believed was an ill Brad.
Yeah, so long story short, this woman sent $850,000 to a scammer that she thought was an ill Brad, as the voiceover put it.
To someone she believed was an ill Brad.
It makes it sound like it's some kind of species of animal, some kind of common phenomenon. You know, she thought it was your classic ill Brad. No one can blame her for thinking so. We've all encountered one at some time or another. Now, I gotta be honest, all right? I feel like it's another use of AI in a situation where you don't need to put AI, because I feel like this has got to be just regular old-fashioned Photoshop. These photos like don't really even look good enough to be AI, quite frankly. I mean, this is just Brad Pitt photoshopped into a picture of a hospital room.
And a month later, the fake Brad started communicating with her himself, asking her to marry him, ditch her husband, and help him out with some medical bills.
What is that picture? This is Brad Pitt in surgery? Who took this picture? He set up like a timer right before he went under on his phone and was like, all right, time to take a picture. Came to 3 hours later. How did the surgery go? But more importantly, how did my picture turn out for my French girlfriend?
The woman, who was married to a millionaire at the time, ended up leaving her husband to pursue a relationship with the faux Brad.
I like that it says a millionaire at the time, because after sending fake Brad Pitt $850,000, maybe he is not a millionaire anymore. That's crazy. So she was married at the time, and fake Brad Pitt convinced her to leave her husband. Now look, this woman was scammed. She was taken advantage of. I'm not trying to make fun of her in this video. Obviously, she was going through something that made her believe this was true. It sucks to lose that much money, obviously. I am more so, quite honestly, in shock of the balls of this scammer to try to pull this off with these shitty ass Photoshops. These were the pictures he was sending her. It's like a different Brad Pitt in every photo too. How long was he in the hospital for? 15 years? You've got like, you know, Silver Fox Brad Pitt up here. You have like a younger but scared Brad Pitt here. This is just a picture of an arm with an IV in it. So that's not even, I mean, that could be anyone's arm.
At first, I said to myself that it was fake, that it's ridiculous.
It's interesting that she's like, at first I said to myself that it was fake, but then he must have done something to convince her, so I wonder what that was.
I've never harmed anyone. These people deserve hell. This comes months.
I don't like that they keep cutting to footage of the real Brad Pitt. I feel like this Entertainment Tonight video is trying to insinuate that the real Brad Pitt really did have something to do with this. They're like, and look at how smug he looks here in this video after pulling off the perfect crime. Actually, that would be kind of a sick plot twist if it like really was Brad Pitt and he was like, I was in love with you, and that really was me in the hospital looking drastically different in every photo. Like he's poorly photoshopping pictures of himself to throw the detectives off the trail, you know? They would never suspect the real Brad Pitt is scamming people. But you know, it could be true. You hear things like 50 Cent actually didn't make most of his money from his music career. He actually made it from his investment in vitamin water. Could be the same type of situation. Brad Pitt actually made most of his money from hospitalized Brad Pitt scams.
If this story's taught me anything so far, it's that we could all do a little bit better managing our money. That's why I'm excited about today's sponsor, Rocket Money. One thing I've never been very good at is creating budgets and sticking to them, because I usually have just tried to do it all in my head before. I don't even know how to create a budget in the first place. I'm like, what is an appropriate amount of money to spend on food? Like $25 or maybe $7,000? I don't know. But luckily, Rocket Money is here to help. Rocket Money is an all-in-one finance app that helps you cancel subscriptions, lower your bills, and manage your money better. With regards to budgeting, Rocket Money automatically categorizes payments so you can see how much money you're spending within each category budget. So let's say you have an entertainment budget for the month. You can see if you're spending too much on entertainment, or if heck, you could go out for a movie or see a Broadway play. And if you are spending too much on one particular category, it's easy to cancel subscriptions through Rocket Money as well. Once you connect your bank account, Rocket Money identifies all of your recurring subscriptions and you can just cancel them within the Rocket Money app with just a few taps. And it works. Rocket Money has helped save its customers up to $740 a year when you use all the app's premium features, and they've helped save customers over $500 million in canceled subscriptions. So go to rocketmoney.com/2Danny or click the link in the description to take control of your finances. You can get started for free and even unlock more features with premium. Thanks to Rocket Money for sponsoring this video, and now back to the video.
A rep for the actor telling ET in September, it's awful that scammers take advantage of fans' strong connection with celebrities.
Strong connection. The representative's like, it's a shame that that scammer took advantage of Brad and this French woman's very real relationship. They had such a deep bond, and for the scammer to come in and ruin that, fucked up. Alright, so here's a Twitter thread about the situation. A French woman was scammed out of over $800,000 by someone pretending to be Brad Pitt. This we know. I can confirm that part. Scammer DM'd her on Instagram and convinced her with AI-generated videos and edited images. Oh, there's videos? I would like to see the videos. If this is how good the photos are, I would love to see the AI-generated videos. They just like rotoscoped him out of movies he was in and just plopped him on top of a PNG of a hospital. What movies is Brad Pitt been in? Fight Club? That was Brad Pitt, right? I'm so bad at pop culture. Brad Pitt movies. Oh, Happy Feet 2. That's where I know him from. Yeah, what if they cut out a picture of him from Happy Feet 2 and put him in a hospital? That'd be pretty funny. She realized it was fake when Brad Pitt was on the news with a new girlfriend. I like that that's the part that made her get wise to what's going on. She sees Brad Pitt in public, not in the hospital, clearly not suffering from any type of medical emergency, and she's like, wait a minute. You got a girlfriend. This is at least the third European who has been scammed by fraudsters pretending to be Brad Pitt in the past year. See? We can't make fun of the person who got scammed too hard because, look, it's apparently a lot more common than you would think. It could happen to you. Never think of that? How sure are you that these aren't AI-generated videos right now? And that I'm not gonna ask you to send me $900,000. I might not even be real. So he convinced her that his bank accounts were locked because of his divorce with Angelina Jolie. I'm not super familiar with the process, but I don't think that's how divorce works. I know that there's usually some sort of divvying up of funds, but I don't think they're like, in Brad Pitt, no more bank for you, actually. As part of the divorce, she gets custody of the kids, she gets half of all you earn, you get to keep half in your bank, but no more bank. A French woman who was conned out of 830,000 euros by scammers posing as actor Brad Pitt has faced a huge wave of mockery, leading French broadcaster TF1 to withdraw a program about her. Yeah, that sucks. See, I am sort of laughing at the absurdity of the situation. I know I'm poking fun a little bit, but clearly someone in a very vulnerable place. I mean, elderly people, I know she's not elderly, she's 53, it says in the article, but people with different vulnerabilities, etc., get scammed all the time. It is sad, and we should never blame the person who's getting scammed. So you have a right in this life to not get scammed by a fake Brad Pitt, okay? That's a reasonable expectation, and we should hope that for everybody. Netflix France put out a post on X advertising 4 films with Brad Pitt for real, while in a now deleted post, Toulouse
FC, I don't know what that is, said, "Hi, Anne. Brad told us he would be at the stadium on Wednesday. And you?" The club has since apologized for the post. That's interesting that they keep posting things like this and then deleting them. It might be because they're sorry, or it might be because there really aren't 4 Brad Pitt films for real. Maybe Netflix was getting scammed too. Netflix is like, we thought we were getting 4 new films with Brad Pitt, and we saw him doing a press tour for 4 different films for a different movie company. And that's when we got why. At one point, quote unquote, Brad Pitt said he tried to send her luxury gifts, but that he was unable to pay customs on them. Okay, so he was unable to pay customs because his bank account was frozen, but I guess he already had the luxury gifts. They were personal luxury gifts he already had. So she sent him money so that he could pay customs so he could send her a gift. "Like a fool, I paid. Every time I doubted him, he managed to dissipate my doubts," she said. Whoa! Okay, this is interesting, and this kind of speaks to how he was able to dissuade her suspicions. So when images appeared in gossip magazines showing the real Brad Pitt with his new girlfriend, awakening suspicions in Anne, the scammer sent her a fake news report in which the AI-generated anchor talked about Pitt's exclusive relationship with one special individual who goes by the name of Anne. So they created AI-generated news anchors as well. Man, life is gonna get so scary. You really gotta stay on your toes. You know what? I'm glad that I became a YouTuber before AI was a thing, because now you guys know I'm real.
I might not even be real.
And in a few years, when there's like AI YouTubers and shit, and we're not even sure who's real or not, you guys know, for better or for worse, this guy's real. That's a promise you can always count on. Slogan for my channel's like, look, he might not be that interesting. He might not even be that funny. His videos might not be very original, but he's real. He's real, and he needs you to send him $800,000. Okay, so this article is about Brad Pitt's rep speaking out on the awful love scam. Brad Pitt's rep has reacted to the viral story of a 53-year-old French woman who was swindled out of $850,000 by someone pretending to be the actor. So it says that the woman who was scammed said Brad Pitt really knew how to talk to women, which I guess is kind of like a compliment to the scammer, unfortunately. You know, you like to think of scammers as these sort of like scum of the earth, antisocial people in a basement, but to his credit, he had riz. He was charming, an absolute delight to talk to. He was evil. He was a cursed man. It was just a delight. Okay, so Brad Pitt's rep said, "This is an important reminder not to respond to unsolicited online messages, especially from actors who are not present on social networks." Now, on one hand, I'm kind of like, this response is kind of weird, because it's like, they say the thing about the strong bond between fans and celebrities, which is like, look, I know how much people love me. Alright? I know that anyone would send me $800,000 on the drop of a dime because I was in the movie that we all love. Happy Feet 2. But you should not, alright? Especially because I'm not even on social media. The not on social media part, it kind of feels like they're covering their tracks because it actually was him scamming her. Do not send money to unsolicited messages, especially from actors who, quite frankly, don't even know how to use a computer. They don't know how to use Photoshop, and they're definitely not online, alright? I wonder, because it was a French woman, I wonder if he was speaking to her in French, too. To me, that would be a clue. Okay, here we have another article. Brad Pitt is not in love with you. Here's how to protect yourself and loved ones from AI scams. What if the article was like, Brad Pitt is not in love with you. He has assured me via messages he is only in love with me. And if you see him with other women, those are AI-generated posts. He's assured me I'm the only French woman for him. Sometimes families might not realize their loved one is being conned until it is too late, but oftentimes a sudden mood change in the victim is a subtle clue of this problem. The person is all of a sudden really happy because they found this love, and luckily you get to be the person to take that away from them. Do it. One of their tactics is that they'll frequently prepare the person for people in their life to call them a scammer. So when you tell your loved one they're in love with a con artist, it strengthens what the scammer said, which unfortunately builds some trust and likability. So fake Brad Pitt or, whatever celebrity might message you, fake, what celebrities do my fans like? Fake celebrities are you guys into these days? Famous celebrity. Timothée Chalamet? Thinking way too long and hard about this. Bruno Mars. You guys are really into Bruno Mars, right? So Bruno Mars messages you and he's like, look, it really is me, and to prove I'm Bruno Mars and also how smart I am, everyone is gonna tell you that I'm a scammer. That way, when everybody says that's not Bruno Mars, it's a scammer, it makes it look more like Bruno Mars, and you're also like, damn, Bruno Mars is smart as hell. To spot AI-generated scams, pay attention to details. Notice when lighting and proportions in the selfie seem off. Pay attention to glitches in videos. I mean, unfortunately, these seem like things that I feel like a lot of people in my generation and
younger instinctively do now. I worry about people just like a little bit older that cut off of like didn't grow up with any type of internet or social media and stuff. Their eyes are a little less keen on that sort of thing. Verify images and information you receive. In the example of Pitt, I like that we're calling him Pitt for short. For a second, I thought that I was reading an article about Pitbull and they were calling him Pitt for short. I was like, what am I reading again? Yeah, I'm on like a nickname basis with Pitbull. I just call him Pitt. It helps to know that he does not have any verified social media platforms. If you get messages suggesting otherwise, put on your detective hat. Compare the information the scammer is telling you to recent pictures, videos, and information being published. If they were at an award ceremony in Europe just recently, or they were on vacation somewhere, then it's likely they're not in the hospital for cancer treatment. Okay, that sounds, I feel like this person is actually being a little bit condescending by saying that. That's like the most self-explanatory quote ever. Now, if he's in Europe on vacation, what does that mean? Does that mean he has cancer and he's in the hospital? Why don't you put on your little detective hat and figure it out? All right, well, moral of the story, be careful. And if one of your loved ones starts dating a celebrity via text only, you're gonna wanna nip that in the bud. Anyways, I gotta go. I'm about to go have lunch with Bruno Mars. We're meeting at this really secluded place and he asked me to bring a briefcase full of money, so I gotta go. Bye. What's up, Greg? Welcome back to another episode of Tac Dan. That's me. I'm Tac Dan. Stands for Tactical Dantical. Almost 2 years ago, I made a video about the Tac line of products. You got the Tac Light, the Tac Lantern, the Tac Light Pro, the Tac Glasses, the Tac Camera. Basically, this entire line of Tac products that are called Tac products because they're apparently the most tactical versions of those things that you could possibly buy. And while the products were pretty standard as seen on TV stuff, the commercials are really what set it apart from the rest. The commercials, if you don't remember, are all hosted by Nick Bolton, who's a really tough, strong man's man. He's always calling the products military tough, even though he wouldn't know what that means because he was never in the military. And I've been meaning to do another video about them, but I sort of forgot until I saw a TikTok about this product, the Tac Shaver, which totally reignited my interest in Tac products. So let's go ahead and look at the Tac Shaver.
For a close shave, you need to get a razor and lather up. For a quick shave on the go, you need to settle for an electric. But what if you really want both? Nick Bolton here with the newest addition to our tactical line.
Like I said, they always try to make Nick seem like he's in the army without ever actually saying it. Like right here, he's clearly like going off to war or something, or like he's in some sort of military situation, except I don't know where he's supposed to be. Is he at war with Mars? I don't know. Just in some sort of like extraterrestrial landscape.
The Bell & Howell Tac Shaver. Designed with the needs of our military in mind.
I like that it's designed with the needs of our military in mind, as it shows somebody who is in the military, he's in the Navy, shaving with just a regular razor. Just like, no, this is fine. I can just use this. It's not a big deal. This is what we all use anyway, so this shot is contradicting the entire commercial.
The Tac Shaver is completely waterproof. In fact, you could even use a Tac Shaver underwater and still get a great shave. Navy guys.
Classic Navy guys. I mean, if anyone knows what those Navy guys are up to, it's Nick Bolton. I mean, trust me, he's probably had to deal with a lot of Navy guys in the line of work he's in. We're not gonna say what line of work he's in, but you can probably guess from what he's wearing. But we're not gonna say it because we don't wanna... We don't want to get sued. That's like the weirdest stereotype for Navy guys that I've ever heard also. They're just like always underwater. I mean, I know that the Navy like goes out onto the water. That's like their whole thing. Like they protect the waters or whatever, but I don't think they're always like swimming around underwater. They're not mermaids. Classic Navy guys. Can't breathe air. They have gills and they live underwater and they shave underwater and they have webbed feet.
Navy guys. Tac Shaver is small and compact, so it slips easily into any pocket.
That's perfect that it fits in your pocket. I think that's really what makes it tactical, you know? It's sneaky. You can fit it in your pocket because you never know when you're gonna be like out in battle or like on a secret spy mission and you're just gonna spontaneously grow a beard. It happens to me all the time, as you can probably tell by the way my face looks.
To prove it, I'm gonna do something I never do. Shave.
And then let's show some really quick shots of me shaving that aren't even long enough for you to actually see if the razor's working, and now my face is clean.
As you can see,
Nick Bolton, more like Ned Flames.
Now that's what I call military tough.
Also, I like that he's supposed to be the epitome of a man's man, and he's like, I'm gonna do something I never do, shave. As if like the toughest guys never shave. Tough guys have beards. But also, please buy this razor. It's meant for tough guys like me, tough guys that don't shave.
So let's review. Tac Shaver gives you a quick, razor smooth shave.
Is that guy okay? What the hell is up with that guy? The TikTok that inspired me to make this video is about this part in this commercial. And in the TikTok, I think the dude says that he looks like he's about to murder somebody.
What is he gonna do? Is he gonna kill someone?
And I gotta say, I definitely agree. I don't know if he's about to murder somebody or he just did, because he looks pretty happy, like whatever he was gonna do went well. And now he's like hiding out in the forest until things blow over, and he's also like shaving to change his appearance so that none of the witnesses can identify him. And he's like snickering to himself. You finally did it, Kevin. You finally showed them all who's boss. Now we're just gonna hide out in the rainforest for a couple months and then move to a country with no extradition laws. I also hate that his face is like glistening. Maybe it's from the rain, but it also could be sweat. Like he just did something really intense that took a heavy toll on him and now he's sort of cracked.
There's just nothing like it on the market today.
All right, dang, well I guess that's the tack shaver. I'm actually kind of curious to see how well it works. Let's watch a review for it.
Oh. I didn't cut anything. I think at this rate it's gonna grow faster than I cut it off.
Oh. So it doesn't work at all? Well, I guess old Nick was right, huh? There really is nothing like it on the market today, because most shavers work, but this one's for Navy guys.
Everybody has a visor in their car.
True.
But a visor in the wrong place can actually make it harder to see.
Technically true. Yes, a visor in the wrong place can make it harder to see. Like, for example, if it was right in front of your eyes or only covering the road for some reason, but usually it's at the top of the windshield, which is the right spot for it, because that's where the sun is and not where the cars are.
Nick Bolton here with the latest from Bell & Howell. We call it tack visor.
Nick Bolton here, driving down a civilian highway in an army vehicle for no reason. This is just the only car that I own. Also, just to really drive home the fact that Nick Bolton's a tough guy, I like that above the windshield it says high intensity noise hearing protection required, but Nick Bolton is wearing nothing of the sort. Our boy Nick doesn't need hearing protection because his ears are what I like to call military tough.
The secret is Bell & Howell's light filtering technology. Nothing to see, right? But look again as we hold up our tack visor. Our colorful American eagle is revealed.
Oh man. Of course it's an American flag with a bald eagle in front of it. I would expect no other image to be shown when you fold down the thing. I can't see anything on this screen. What is supposed to be there? God bless America.
Amazing. Think it's a trick? Bring it in, guys.
Yes, Nick. I think it's a trick. This whole commercial's gotta be a trick. You're telling me that a piece of tinted plastic can block the sun? I'm sorry, but technology like that simply does not exist. This has to be a trick, dude. It's all smoke and mirrors. I love that bring it in also. Bring in the TV, guys. And they move it forward like 2 feet, as if it's a big reveal that they're gonna be using the TV. Can you guess what we're gonna be doing today? No. What, you don't have a guess or anything? All right, bring in the TV. Whoa, what the fuck?
Well, check out what happens when I show it to these people. Hop in. Look at that windshield. Tell me what you see.
A blank screen?
Just a blank screen.
Nothing. Blank.
Go ahead and put down that tack visor and take a look again.
Whoa, what the?
Whoa, what the fuck? There's a truck coming right for us. What if he flipped down the tack visor and like somehow they're actually on the road now? They're like, what? That's right, you've actually been driving this whole time and you're headed right into oncoming traffic. Whoa, fuck! All right, I gotta be honest, this seems like a little bit too good to be true. You can't actually see things that weren't like there before, right? Like the American Eagle thing. But lucky for us, I bought a tack visor. So now we're gonna see if I could see more than we could before. All right? All right, let's try it on this guy. You can see me. What? You. You can see me. Who are you? Finally. Finally! I'm a real boy! It didn't work. No, all jokes aside, this is just sunglasses, right? It's basically sunglasses, but instead of being an inch away from your eye, it's like 3 feet away from your eye. Sunglasses, tack visor. I mean, I guess it's convenient to always have it in your car, but like, a lot of people always just keep sunglasses in their car, and that's fine too.
Has this ever happened to you? You're in a hurry, you're distracted, and then There goes another pair of sunglasses.
Yeah, that's happened to me, but only because my ass is so fucking fat. All right, now it's time to talk about the tac bat.
These days, everybody has a tactical flashlight.
Not true. Couldn't be further from the truth. Nobody has a tactical flashlight.
But can your flashlight defend you from attackers?
Whoa, goddamn. Look at that stance. Maybe this guy does know a thing or two about combat. Can it defend you against attackers? Huh? That's the pose you go into when you're about to get mugged. Stay back! I'm warning you. I've got a tactical flashlight and I'm not afraid to use it, bitch.
We call it the tac bat. The tac bat combines the best features of our super bright lights, but also has the heft and strength of military-grade aluminum alloy for the ultimate in personal protection. It even does—
Oh my god, he is clobbering people with this thing. It's literally just a weapon. That's not even a flashlight. I guess that's why it's called the tac bat and not like the tac light that can also hit people. Which actually reminds me, I've been developing my own tactical flashlight in my free time, and I think that it's actually could be pretty useful to a lot of people in different normal everyday life situations. It's got a flashlight that can it's detached, it's not attached to it, and then the rest of it is just sort of like a deadly weapon. That's a retractable knife that was supposed to retract, and instead I just stabbed myself in the head. Let's say you got two bad guys coming at you, right? First you blind them, then you give them a little stab, then you give them a little bang, then you give them a little smack. And that's pretty much how you take care of a bad guy. Come and get some, bad guys. Bang, bang. Stab. Bell and Howell, specifically the tac people who work at Bell and Howell, if you need any more ideas, just feel free to reach out to me. I got lots more stuff like that. It's pretty easy to come up with, honestly.
This flashlight has all the great features you've come to expect. It's 22 times brighter than a regular flashlight.
I like that the regular flashlight isn't labeled regular flashlight, it's labeled civilian flashlight. Is the tac bat not meant for civilians? We're all civilians here. I'm a civilian, Nick Bolton is a civilian. They're advertising to civilians. I kind of feel like I'm not supposed to have the tac bat now. Like, is this thing too powerful to let normal people have? I don't know.
Can be seen up to 4 nautical miles away. And yes, it also works underwater.
It also works underwater, in case you're being attacked by the Navy.
And it protects you and your family in 2 ways. Disorienting would-be attackers with his tactical strobe.
Ah, yeah, look at him. He's got the situation under control. Go away!
There's just nothing like it on the market today. Okay, go! Great job, Annie.
Great job, Annie! Kind of want to save that soundbite and just use it to play whenever I accomplish anything in life. If I could just put like a D sound right before he says Annie. Great job, Danny! You know what? I was a little skeptical before that this thing would actually work well against attackers, but after seeing this girl take down this attacker so easily, I gotta be honest, it seems like this thing would absolutely obliterate attackers, especially ones like this guy who just stand still and let you beat them to death while they don't attack you. I think it would honestly work great. It works great against attackers as long as they are not attacking you. Excuse me, sir, I'm sorry to bother you, but I'm lost and it's starting to get dark out. Can I please use your phone to call my mom? Hey, great job, Danny!
But wait, order today and we'll even upgrade you to our 12-inch deluxe tac bat.
Oh shit, the 12-inch deluxe tac bat's about to make me act up. 12 inches, huh? God damn.
In the field, you need every tactical advantage, like high-tech sunglasses to enhance your vision. But that's not all. What about your hearing?
How high-tech are those sunglasses? In the commercial, the only thing, it just made it seem like you could sit on them and they wouldn't break. This dude looks like he's like trying on those colorblind sunglasses for the first time. He's like, whoa! I put on these glasses and there's American flags and bald eagles everywhere. Oh no, and a truck's coming right at me!
Nick Bolton here with the newest addition to our tactical line. We call it the Tac Wallet. It's made using the same material the military uses for body armor and flame-resistant clothing.
One of the first things I noticed about this commercial is this footage of firemen putting out a fire, and it has this Pond 5 logo over it. Pond Fire is like a stock footage website, which I'm pretty sure just has watermarks over footage that you haven't purchased yet. Did they not buy this stock footage?
This is what fire does to an ordinary wallet. But light a Tac Wallet on fire, and it just won't burn. That includes whatever you happen to put inside. Shoot it with a hunter's bow, and the arrow just bounces right off.
Wait a minute, my wallet can't withstand arrows or fire, and those are 2 things that I deal with often. Sometimes I have to deal with them both at once when people try to shoot flaming arrows at me. Whoa, shit. See? This wallet is perfect for me. A man from the Middle Ages trying to protect my kingdom. The weird thing about these commercials is that most commercials try to solve problems that
normal people have. These commercials make up problems that nobody has and tries to convince you that you will face these problems, and the only way to solve them is with these products. I mean, I guess if it works, it's good marketing, but it just seems a little disingenuous. Everybody got a hamster. But can your hamster handle this? How about this? I didn't think so. Hi, I'm Nick Bolton, and you're a little bitch unless you buy the Tac Hamster.
Tac Wallet is flatter and thinner, so it fits in any pocket. It even has a zipper compartment for your change, a ring for that all-important key, an ID holder, and more. Here's something I really love. A rugged carabiner and strap connects your Tac Wallet to your belt.
I don't know why it's so funny to me when he says, here's something I really love, with a straight face. But he's saying like, I love this so much. This little lanyard that clips onto your belt so that your wallet won't fall out of your pocket. I mean, the whole wallet's good, but this is something I just really love, okay? I can't get over it. This wallet is the best thing that's ever happened to me. Now that's what I call military love. That
clips to your belt for extra security and even protects your credit cards. There's just nothing like it on the market today.
Act now and you...
I love at the end of the commercial he says, there's nothing like it on the market today. And then he puts on his helmet and he's in a tank like he's off to battle now. Well, I'm done doing the commercial. It's time to finish this war. Has he been in battle this whole commercial? He's got like the rest of his platoon. It's like, where the fuck is Nick? I think he's in the tank finishing a commercial. Dude, come on. We're getting attacked. All right, chill out, guys. 1 second. There's just nothing like it on the market today. All right, fire! Alright guys, well, that's pretty much the end of this video. Now it's time to talk about our sponsor, ExpressVPN. We've been talking about a lot of fake tactical things today, but do you guys want to know something that really is tactical? ExpressVPN. Let me tell it like it is for a second, guys. Recently, over 100 Twitter users had their accounts hacked. Their passwords, email addresses, phone numbers, and even more information were taken from high-profile people like Joe Biden, Elon Musk, and Kanye West. And of course, as more time passes, there's more hackers out there. These attacks are becoming more and more frequent. And hacks like this are happening on other platforms like Yahoo and Adobe, Facebook and Uber. They're getting information like your passwords, your credit card information, your social security number. Important stuff, which is why I use ExpressVPN, the most tactical VPN on the internet. If you don't know, ExpressVPN is an app that sends all of your data through a secure encrypted tunnel so that your data gets to the services you want to use encrypted so that other people can't snoop on it. It's super easy to use. You can start using it with one click. It hides your valuable information from everyone from like hackers to online advertisers, and even your internet service provider. I love ExpressVPN. I have it on every device. I've got it on my desktop computer, my laptop, and even my phone. You can have it on pretty much everything so you can have peace of mind no matter what device you're using. ExpressVPN has the fastest speeds, 24/7 customer support, and they've been consistently rated the #1 VPN by CNET, Wired, and countless oothers. So if you want to check it out, then find out how you can get 3 months for free by clicking the link in the description. That's expressvpn.com/Danny Gonzalez. That's expressvpn.com/Danny Gonzalez. Thank you to ExpressVPN for sponsoring this video, and thank you to you guys for checking out ExpressVPN. When you guys check out my sponsors, it helps me get more in the future, so I really appreciate it. Plus, I know if you're looking for a VPN, you'll love ExpressVPN. Alright guys, well I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're new here and you're not subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe and turn on my notifications to join Greg. Greg is what I call my fan base here on YouTube. It's also a family, and it's also an army. We're the fastest growing army on the internet, and we're also the most tactical army on the internet. Please don't look that up. And if you want to join Greg, all you have to do is subscribe and turn on my notifications. Alright, thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you next time where I go skinny dipping in a volcano. Bye! This video is over now. You'll find something else to watch, or just watch this video. I know we had a lot of fun, but you can't stay on this end screen forever. This video is over now. So why are you still watching this? Hello everyone, welcome back. Everybody crack open a sparkling water. There's a lot to go over on the subreddit today, so I want to just get right into it. A lot's been happening, so everybody take a sip. And then let's do top, and it's been a couple weeks, so let's do month. Yes, indeed, we've got the biggest news of all right here on the top of the subreddit, guys. I am gonna be a dad, and Laura is gonna be a mom. Laura basically already is a mom. If you don't follow me on Instagram and you also missed it in the most recent main channel video, we're having a baby. It's due in October. We're very excited, as you can tell. The caption of this Reddit post is, so that's why he bought the tactical stroller. No, but seriously, I'm so happy for him, and he's gonna be a great dad. First off, thank you, and thank you to everybody who's been wishing us well in the comments and everything. It's very sweet. I'm really excited. Just a heads up, I'm probably gonna be taking some time off once we have the baby. I'm not really sure how much yet, because I think I have a brand deal I have to do in December, so I'll probably post a video in December, but I don't know, I might take like, I don't know. I might be gone for a while, so yeah, just a heads up on that. Interesting you brought up the tactical stroller. I've seen a few people mention that, like, oh, he must have bought that because they knew they were having a baby, and he just wanted to make a video about it. It was actually kind of a crazy coincidence. The two were totally separate, and I started making the tactical stroller video first. Someone sent it to me, and I was like, oh, that's funny, I'll start making a video about it. And I bought it, I ordered it, I started the video, and then we found out that we were having a baby while I was making that video. It was actually kind of like a crazy coincidence. When I posted that video, I got a lot of comments being like, oh, I thought this was gonna be like a pregnancy announcement or something. Also people being like, this probably came up on his For You page because he's expecting a baby, and so it got advertised to him. No, we didn't even know that we were having a baby yet like when I started making the video. Bro's gonna have the ultimate tactical baby. You know what? I still have the stroller. It's in my basement. It's covered in paintballs, but I'm probably gonna hose it off and actually use it. Or like we'll give it to Laura's parents or my parents, so that like if they're ever staying with them, they have a stroller. It's a nice stroller. It was expensive. I'm not just gonna get rid of it. So I did have to make the conscious decision to keep it because we just moved. So I was like, we could get rid of it now, or I can bring it. So we have it. It's in the basement. Oh my God, Danny has to buy the pony up daddy now. Oh no. No, it's not gonna be that kind of kid. It's not gonna be that kind of kid. They're not gonna like that sort of thing, so no. I like that was in response to a comment about the tactical stroller. That just made me think like, instead of the tactical stroller, he should buy the pony up dad to take the kid up for walks outside. I'm on all fours crawling around with a saddle on my back and the baby is riding me. That would be sick. It has got to be true. Why would he spend so much on a stroller? I'm so happy right now. It's unbelievable. I hate to break it to you, dude, but I just wanted to test the stroller. That was literally just for the video. He also like destroyed the stroller. Yeah, I was not intending to keep that thing. Okay. This is cursed. This is awful. Yeah, I'm just gonna downvote that real quick. I accidentally told my grandma Danny was pregnant, but she was really happy about it. Bro, Danny's having a baby. Oh, sorry, grandma, I didn't mean to text you. Tell him I said congratulations. Who is Danny? Dude, your grandma type's crazy. How can your grandma find the emojis, but can't find the space bar? That's wild. But I like that she sent a link to my favorite website, who.is.danny. It's my favorite website. It's just a picture of me. It makes everything she says like seem way more dramatic too. Who is Danny? This.is.so.cute. Oh shoot, dude, my paparazzi videos are on the subreddit. Let's go. Okay, you know what was crazy? Seeing people's reactions to these in real time as I was posting them was insane, dude. I feel like I was driving people crazy. I felt so bad. I wasn't really trying to trick you guys. Like, this wasn't one of my like, I'm gonna trick my whole audience type of experiments. I was just kind of like trying to see how I could improve upon Ryan Hals's method. So that's why I was posting them. But people on TikTok were coming up with all sorts of crazy ass theories as to what I was doing. Like, oh, he's gonna post a video called like, I tricked all my fans into thinking I was getting followed by the paparazzi. Or like, guys, these are so obviously fake. He's probably faking something else, and this is just to distract us from that thing. I saw so many TikToks about it. Let me see. Actually, I'm gonna try to pull them up. Okay, so this is one of the TikToks I saw. I saw so many trying to come up with theories. This one says, no, what if the real prank Danny's trying to pull is just driving his fan base to insanity? Because now every single newly created Danny Gonzalez fan account I see, I'm just like, wait, is this him? Now no one can trust anyone, and this was his plan all along. And the whole reason for putting out the paparazzi account is to show it's obviously him when he's really lurking somewhere else, and we'll never know for sure what other accounts are actually his. I felt so bad watching these all come out because I was like, oh my god, dude, it's not that deep. Are you on Greg Gonzalez / Viral Vision News TikTok? What do you guys think the video is gonna be called? Guys, what if this one is a red herring to distract us from his actual plan to disguise himself as someone else? The amount of like attributing motive that people did when I was posting these was insane. Because honestly, I was just fucking around. I was just like being silly. I was just kind of goofing around. At first, I wanted to just kind of end my video about the Halsey brothers with some TikToks that I made as kind of like parodies of their TikToks. I was like, okay, I'm gonna go make a bunch of these and I'll just end the video with these. But then as I got to planning and like making them, I was like, well, I don't really know if I want to just like end the video with a compilation of TikToks. That seems kind of lame. So how can I use these to like add another section onto the video? So I was like, okay, maybe I'll just like make another segment where I use these TikToks to give them suggestions suggestions for how they can improve their videos. So be like kind of parodying their videos while also like adding another funny element to the video. So that was my whole plan. So it was kind of just like a silly little extra bit to the video. But seeing everyone like theorize and come up with conspiracies of what I was doing made me feel like in ancient times when sometimes it would rain and sometimes it wouldn't, and people would think that like the rain god was mad at them and come up with all these reasons why the rain god's not making it rain. I felt like the rain god, dude. Actually, no, not the rain god. I felt like, I guess just like clouds. I felt like how clouds would feel if they could feel. Yeah, I just felt like clouds, man. Sometimes it rains and sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes I post a bunch of paparazzi videos of myself on TikTok and sometimes I don't, man. You're just gonna have to get used to it. Plan your crops accordingly. Oh, but the craziest thing that happened is, okay, so I made the TikTok account Viral Vision News. I uploaded all of the TikToks to that, then re-downloaded them, and then deleted that account. Really, I privated it first, and then after a while, I was like, I should just delete it because people were finding it. Some kid made a TikTok account called Viral Vision News, but he replaced the L with an I because he obviously couldn't get my account name. So he just tried to make it look as much like Viral Vision News as possible. And like nobody noticed that it wasn't this like the same account name. So people thought that this was the account that I made. And he gained like 13,000 followers by like kind of pretending to be me. He made his bio Definitely Day, Otne, Annie Day, Gonzalez gay, and then just started posting the most unhinged edits of me. It's crazy because like this really had nothing to do with my video. It was just some kid that like took an opportunity and seized it. But it's so funny because like all of the comments on this dude's videos were like genuinely chomping at the bit trying to figure out how all of this is connected. I'm so excited for whatever video this is gonna be for.
For some reason you guys seem to not believe me when I say that I'm not Danny Gonzalez. You can see here that I am not him. I am a child.
This is literally Danny Gonzalez, can't you tell by his voice and house style? Oh, Danny probably paid him off to make this video. Guys, when I tell you to use your critical thinking skills, I mean it so hard, dude. It's not even the same account name. There's an I in there. And people were like including this account in their conspiracies of like, okay, so he's got these fake paparazzi videos and then he's paying some 15-year-old kid to post these weird ambiguous TikToks where he keeps saying he's not Danny Gonzalez. What the fuck is going on, dude? So yeah, anyway, I thought that was funny. If I do another video like this, I should probably plan a little bit better so that the account can't be so easily spoofed maybe. But I think that the video did better because I posted all these TikToks beforehand. It was, in a way, it was kind of like a trailer for the video. Like it was like, it got people interested in what the idea of the video was before I even posted it. So I thought that was kind of cool. Yeah, I saw some people saying this. I tricked everyone into thinking my wife was pregnant. Do you guys think I'm a sociopath, man? There were genuinely people that believed that. I was pretty surprised by that. My little sister watching a Danny video on her flip phone. Dude, that is dedication, man. That's like the tiniest screen you could possibly watch a video on. I can't even think of a smaller screen you could do that on. An Apple Watch, maybe? The speakers on that thing are probably crazy, too. Like, my voice probably sounds like a little... like it's coming out of a tiny little can. Well, I appreciate the dedication. Behold, the commentary collab web. Okay, let's check it out. Who do we got? We got Chad, Jarvis, Jordan, Danny, Nick, D'Angelo, Drew, Curtis, Eddie, Cody, Jacob. And I have collabed with Chad, Jarvis. Okay, actually I have collabed with Jordan too because I was on Jarvis and Jordan's Did I say Jarvis and Jordan? Jarvis and Jordan. I was on their podcast. Collabed with Nick. I've collabed with Curtis. Oh, I've collabed with Cody also. Dude, this web needs some work, man. I've collabed with Eddie too. Yeah, I think this needs to be taken back to the shop and looked at a little bit. Back to the drawing board, please. We need like a heat map kind of web or something where you can tell like by the thickness of the line how many times each person has collaborated with the other or something like that. This could be better. I like the format and it's kind of interesting to look at. But yeah, because like my lines with like Drew and probably Curtis would be pretty thick. Yeah, that would be pretty interesting to see. So I'm looking forward to a V2 if possible. Eventually, you could connect it to other genres of YouTube and you could like kind of make a whole YouTube ecosystem collab web, but have like clusters for different like genres. That'd be kind of cool. I'm putting this all on you, whoever made this. If you ain't got elegance. Is that a Hello Dolly reference? If you ain't got elegance, go ahead and make that whole thing with every YouTuber in every genre. That would be really cool to see. Congrats to Danny on the baby. He's gonna be a great dad.
She's on X Games mode. Hey, I gotta keep my baby tactical, man. No, don't worry. I'm not gonna do that with my baby. I got it all out of my system with this one. Danny said we need more high quality memes, so I present this subreddit lore. Okay. See, this is what I want to see. Some lore to the subreddit. We need collective community lore. Let's see what they've got. Okay, user best penalty 3475, calculating what facial feature to remove from Danny. We got Greg's arguing over the secret to Danny's eternal youth. How Danny feels after using the tack light. That's so true, dude. And the stroller, honestly. The sub finding anything that has more than a 1% resemblance to Danny. Greg's after finally searching up if Greg is the fastest growing army on the internet. The sub after realizing only Ghostly Orchid is allowed to use their telekinetic powers. True Greg's explaining the in-depth lore of the My Bones Are Getting Squishy joke. And the sub's content exploding after Danny posts a new video. Thank you for the lore. I appreciate the new sparkly shiny meme. It's beautiful. Oh dude, I've been wanting to talk about these videos too. I saw Eddie did a TikTok about these, but I've seen people tweeting them at me too. This account posts so many videos. They posted like dozens and dozens of videos like this. Khloe Kardashian versus Danny Gonzalez, where like every video they're comparing me to a different celebrity, also making it kind of sound like we have some kind of beef or something. Khloe Kardashian versus Danny Gonzalez. Who would win in a fight? But yeah, look it. They've posted so many videos, and like they're like not even comparing me to other YouTubers, which is the crazy part. They're comparing me to like A-list celebrities. But it seems like they'll like go through one person, like they did me and compared me to like every person possible, and then they move on to someone else. So then they started doing Eddie, and then if you scroll a little farther after Eddie, they started doing Sophia Nygaard. I'll click on one of the videos so you can see kind of what they look like.
She was born on 27 June 1984. Currently in 2023, her age is 38.
Okay, so that's Khloe. There's a lot of facts about Khloe. He goes through a bunch. The verses just makes it seem like he's comparing like how tall Khloe is to how tall I am, and like the audience is left to decide like who won. This is like epic rap battles of history in a way.
Number 2, his name is Danny Gonzalez. He was born on June 12, 1994.
So true.
Currently in 2023, he is 28 years old.
Yes, dude, he is spitting.
He is 5 feet 11 inch tall. His weight is 70 kilograms.
I don't know kilograms, but maybe.
He is YouTuber by profession.
Yep.
He is very famous on YouTube with 6.09 million subscribers.
How does Khloe compare on YouTube, by the way? Does he bring up her YouTube account at all? No, it doesn't look like he does. So he's not even comparing the same thing.
His wife's name is Laura. His nationality is American.
Yes.
And his net worth is approximately $5.09 million.
Shit. Dude, okay, how does that compare to Khloe? Probably richer than her, right? No, okay. No, she's worth $60 million. So anyway, yeah, this account is awesome. I was honestly so curious how I compared to Olivia Rodrigo. So this is great. I can just click on this video and like check it out anytime.
Olivia Rodrigo.
Yes.
She was born on February 20, 2003. Number 2, his name is Danny Gonzalez. He was born on June 12, 1994. And currently in 2023, he is 28 years old.
I don't like that the music stops when he gets to me. The music was playing through the whole Olivia Rodrigo part.
Olivia Rodrigo.
Just makes it seem so ominous that you stop the music when you start talking about me. Why don't I get the music? Horror music starts playing.
He was born on June 12, 1994. And currently in 2023, he is 28 years old.
This makes it seem like I went missing or something. All right, well, anyway, thank you to Reality in Fact for the post. Okay, well, yeah, we got another Pride Month shout out. What's up, Pride Month? Hello, gays. How we doing? This is from my stream that I did last night. So if you don't know, I've been streaming every once in a while on YouTube on the Danny Gonzalez channel because I'm trying to speedrun Minecraft. I'm doing a video where I'm working on seeing if I can speedrun Minecraft. So if you want to come and watch me, go and subscribe to that channel. Sometimes I live stream on there, but also all of like the past 3 live streams that I've done are still up on there. So you can go check those out. But yeah, that's been pretty fun. And I think I'm gonna do it. I'm getting better. I'm a lot better than I was when I started. All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. That's it for today. I'll see you guys next time. Cheers.
Bye.